Okay. We start with fires everywhere. Let's start in Connecticut. Phil?
Yeah, Norwalk. That happened with a tractor trailer. Looks like it might actually be a fuel truck that's on fire. So that entire highway is closed right now. 95 southbound between exit 15 and 14. Just happened like within the last 30, 40 minutes. So there's a lot of people stuck right now.
Oh, boy.
If you're near this and you can see this, can you call us?
Apparently the smoke plume is very large.
203-882-9757. So let's go to another fire all around college campuses in the United States right now. What do you think of all this protesting?
I mean, what's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. You're chanting, nothing's going to happen.
It's true. I've seen enough of these to know, like, eventually you go away, someone has to clean up all your trash, and everything remains the same.
You know, I applaud your efforts, but nothing's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't applaud the efforts. It's maybe some, but some of this is like Jewish hate.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't have that.
It's like, I don't like the wording.
Yeah.
They say, this is pro-Palestinian.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Thinly disguised, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's ramping up at Yale.
Yeah.
UConn seems pretty quiet. Which there's a UConn.
Yeah.
I like UConn.
Yeah,
UConn's
it's nice, quiet, and calm.
Yeah.
You know, more into
like,
sports.
hey, we got graduation coming up.
More into sports.
We got stuff.
Yeah, exactly right. We have teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a pavilion.
I have no problem with people protesting. As soon as it gets violent, I don't think that's a protest anymore.
No.
That's something completely different.
That's a brawl.
I have a solution for this.
Okay.
By the way, no one's asked me. But
Chaz, what's the solution?
No, but I came up with one.
Nice.
Because I'm watching all this, and I'm like, no one knows what to do. The media's doing the same thing over and over.
Okay.
Everyone's doing the same thing over and over, and they're getting the same results.
Gotcha.
So here's what we're going to do.
All right, here you go.
First, you got to sort out these protesters.
Sort them out.
Okay?
Sort them out.
You go to campus, you say, are you being paid? Yes? You're out.
Okay.
Okay, because you're not really here. You're a worker.
You're a paid spokesperson,
Right.
yes.
Okay. Are you a student here?
Right.
No? Because they're finding there's like 30-something, 40-year-old people.
Yeah, where else you come from? Some of them look pretty old.
Get off.
I'm like,
get off campus.
What are you, returning to school?
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Get
Let's
out.
go.
Get him out.
Let's go. Get out.
Get.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
once you introduce people who are not like from that area, that's when like it's a wild card all the time.
This is a wild card-esque show. Okay? So you got rid of the paid people. You got rid of the people who like, go in front of your house and do this.
Exactly.
Like, you don't belong on this campus.
Right.
Okay? All right. The next thing is, what's your major? Okay?
Nice.
Graphic design, get out.
Right. Philosophy, out.
Get out.
Right. You're
Come
a
on.
bartender. Come on, go.
Art, useless.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Right.
Civil engineering, go ahead. Out.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Liberal arts, bye.
Liberal arts.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See ya. Go be a bartender.
And then whatever you have left,
Like three people.
you quiz them
Okay.
on Middle East history.
Nice.
And you need to score at least a 70, then you could stay.
Okay.
All right? So
Right.
in other words,
You've
to
done
show
your
up to
homework.
protest,
Yeah.
you better know what you're doing here.
What's the issues?
You don't just show up, I'm angry because my college professor said I should be angry.
Everybody else is angry. I
No,
wanna
you
be
have a
angry too.
deep-seated belief based on facts from history.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you could stay.
Yes.
And guess what? If you have those people, you're going to have the most polite but productive protest you've ever seen.
I like that.
Right.
I like that.
Because it's the morons and the people filled with hate that are really ramping this up into. You know, it's a sideshow. The media loves it. It's like, hey, we get pictures of people destroying stuff
Exactly.
all day, every day. We run this stuff.
Yep. Light day today.
All right. So thank you. And I'm not going to charge anything.
That's very nice.
That's it.
You're like a protest consultant.
That's how you
nice.
handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Think about it.
Just the ones who really believe stay.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Right. Exactly.
Do you go to school here?
Right.
No? Get off.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
What's your major? Graphic arts? Get out of here.
Right.
Get out of here. Do your
Bye-bye.
parents know you're here right now?
Right.
Okay. The rest of you, here's the test. Score 70. Get back and see me.
Good stay.
All right.
Nice.
Let's
like
go to
this.
that fire in Norwalk. Bill?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Yeah, I just tried to get on northbound 95 at Taylor Avenue, and the cop was just setting up to block the entrance. That was about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is what they would call in the media a very active scene.
Right. Very active scene.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you see anything? Did you see smoke? Did you see fire?
Yes, I went out to Route 1. The fire is directly behind the main fire department building on 95 South. It's directly behind the building.
Kind of got it for us right there.
The smoke is just drifting across the city right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's big. It's big.
This is going to be a commuter's show nightmare from hell.
If it's a tanker fire, it's going to be a while. I've seen those before.
No, but it's just the main artery into the biggest city on the planet.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to, I just finally got to Route 53. I'm going up to Danbury, and I'm like, I got to get out of here because I know what it's going to be like.
Yeah. You're going to need a Snickers and a really large cup.
You mean an empty cup?
And a large empty cup. Yes.
An empty cup.
Large empty cup and a Snickers.
You know what would gross me
King
out
size.
with that empty cup?
What's that?
Is as it's filling and I feel the warmth.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah, but it's your own.
Can't do it. I don't
It's your
care.
own. It's your own.
No.
That's why I get a hand sanitizer in the car.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Right.
No, I can't do it.
Oh, see, when you got to go,
when you gotta go, you gotta go. But I'm not gonna put it in a cup.
Right.
I'm gonna find a place to go, like a tree,
Yeah.
somewhere in the bushes.
Right.
I'm not going in a cup in the car. It's gross.
And the cool thing is you take the cover and you pop a little hole in the cover. The lid.
No,
Okay.
can't do it.
All right.
I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I've had to a couple of times. I mean, you just
Can't
got
do
to.
it.
Yeah.
I have to. I can't do it in the car.
Right? I just pretend
That'd be like peeing in my living room in a bottle. It's like, no, I live here.
I just pretend it's a warm cup of tea.
No,
TP.
I can't do it. It's TP.
My TP.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, when your kidneys are going, what?
I've had that happen. I was in, I witnessed a car accident in front of me on Route 8, and I got stuck in that where it's closed here and no one can back up now, and you're done. You're just done.
Yeah.
And I had to pee, and I just pulled my car over to the side, and I just walked about a half a mile to a bar and went in and peed, and then walked a half a mile back.
Oh, the best is when you had a van doing something like this. You just put the van in park, you just walk to the back, pee in the back into a cup, and then you walk back to the driver's seat. So you get a nice stance, and you're all set.
I can do other things in the back of that van, but I can't urinate.
Oh, yeah, no. You got to go.
There's something about this is not where you're supposed to urinate.
Yeah, but you'll roll the window down, bite some air freshener, you're good.
Okay.
Just saying. If you had asparagus that day.
Now, if I'm in a house and it's under construction, and there's no bathroom, I mean, I'm going to go outside. But if it's being built in a busy community,
right,
I could find a bottle and maybe go in what will be a bedroom. But I can't when it's currently a bedroom. I can't do it.
In most cases now, because I was a house painter working on brand new.
I get it. That's different.
You got the hole they already made for the toilet. Just pee down the hole.
You mean the 5-gallon bucket with the hole in the lid?
No. If there's a hole in the floor for where the toilet's going to go, they ran the plumbing already. It's just pee down the hole. Then the PVC.
That's gross.
Hey, you got to go. You got to go.
No, but you're going to be splattering all over the place.
No, you're not. You got to aim.
Yeah.
You got to make it a game. Game of accuracy, like Operation, but different.
Roger in Hamden.
Morning, guys. How are you doing?
Hey, good, thanks.
Morning to you.
Hey, I drove past that fire in Norwalk, even before the state police or anybody was there.
Oh, wow. What is it?
There's a tanker truck in the right lane on fire. And
only one thing can make this worse.
What?
Is it on a bridge?
And then it's underneath the bridge.
Wow.
So
there you go.
So it's cooking the bridge above it.
Okay. And then just past it, in the left lane, was a tractor trailer versus car with the engine of the tractor trailer on fire.
Really?
So you think the two trucks nailed each other?
They've now closed both directions, so 95 northbound's also closed.
Wow.
Yeah, the smoke was really bad, and you could see it. You could see the flames.
Is the tanker upright or on its side, or what is it?
What difference does it make?
I think it was leaning. I think the tanker was leaning over.
Okay.
It wasn't fully over on its side, but you could see that it was not sitting right.
Yeah. Well, probably just hit some, probably just destroyed the axle of tires.
We talk about a major inconvenience for the commute this morning, but I mean, it sounds like there's a good potential that lives were lost.
Hopefully people are okay.
Yeah. That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I was coming. I got out of work at 5:30 from Stanford, and I drove past it.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for the report, Roger.
Yeah. Have a good day, guys.
Me too. Over.
Roger.
Over. Affirmative.
What's your Victor? Roger. I have one more thing.
Okay.
This is the time of the morning I rant about stuff.
Go for it.
And then I'm happy and carefree all day.
Get it out.
So
get it out.
Did you see that OSHA found that home care agency failed the nurse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They're very, very nicely.
Does anyone who lives in the reality think that it was the home care agency that failed? Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah.
This guy was in a halfway house for sex offenders.
Yes.
Okay.
Already dangerous situation.
Somebody let him out early.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So a government agency found fault with a private company when it's like, no, right down the hall here.
Right, that one, yeah.
Let the guy out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't have happened.
All right. Okay. Now it's happy and carefree Chaz for the rest of the morning.
Yay!
Okay. The top 10 Star Wars characters, because may the 4th be with you.
Yep, coming up. Yep.
Yeah. Michael Killen doing the list. 203-882-9757.
Channel 3, Biller and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, First Alert Weather. Got some early fog, then mostly sunny, mild today. Upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline. 51 now, Woodbridge.
Let's go right to Norwalk. We're going to be there a while. 95 southbound closed right now. Fire, accident involving a fuel truck actively on fire. The smoke from the incident is causing issues of visibility throughout the town as well. Route 1 or the Merritt Parkway are your options if you're heading south through Norwalk. In fact, 95 northbound closed as well. Looks like a fuel spill and fire concerns, of course, for safety. Just got a text from our friend Fred Garrity, by the way. Parkway South is a parking lot, predictably, as people are jumping over. And he also said that there's an accident right now, again, in Norwalk, right around exit 39. So we're just moving slow through Norwalk everywhere. Please take your time.
Fred lost a lot of weight. He does not have enough body fat now to keep him in traffic too long.
Yeah.
So hope he gets through that.
Yes. I hope so. Yeah. This is a real sticky mess this morning. This traffic report is brought to you by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and more for a child in poverty. And there are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
It's the Window Nation Chaz and AJ Top 10.
Woo!
Michael Killen's doing the list. It's Top 10 Star Wars characters. We might pop this one off real fast.
Yeah, I think you will.
There were no surprises on the list.
No.
Harold.
Yoda.
And good morning,
Yoda
Neil.
coming in at number 4. Like,
Hey,
he
Chaz.
first appeared.
Get off the phone,
appeared in
Harold.
The Empire Strikes. Oh, there. He first appeared in The Empire Strikes Back and voiced originally by Frank Oz. This small green character is synonymous with the Star Wars franchise. He is the Jedi Master who was responsible for training Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker.
And Frank Oz, by the way, also did the voice of Cookie Monster and his piggy.
It's the same.
Great, yeah.
If you think of it, it is Miss
Right.
Piggy.
It's a Muppet.
Right.
I believe we have a Yoda
Chaz.
clip, I believe.
Harold's still there.
Chaz.
Yes, Harold.
Never be afraid to pee in public.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Okay.
Be proud. Have a good day.
Thank you, Harold. Okay.
You know, Yoda was said that.
If you're just waking up, 95 in Norwalk is a disaster.
Yeah.
Emma in Wallingford.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
And I'm going to go with Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker at number 2. Originally and most famously played by Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker is about as famous as it gets with the Star Wars franchise. He is a key figure in the Rebel Alliance fight against the Empire, the son of Anakin Skywalker and the twin brother of Princess Leia.
Interesting enough, The Force Awakens had a very different opening scene. It was going to be a shot of Luke's severed hand clutching his blue-bladed lightsaber floating in space over Jakku. And they decided not to do it.
Yeah.
It was going to be like his hand coming through and then like
That's funny. 'Cause
disintegrating.
where did that arm go?
Exactly, right. Right.
Right, he fell down the pit after,
Yeah.
but he made a new lightsaber after that.
Yeah, apparently it was supposed to be clutching it, and then as it was falling back to whatever planet it was, the hand was going to just disintegrate, and just the saber is going to go onto the ground.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I wish they kept that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. I said, nah. Kind of
He's
gross.
the most vanilla character of all the Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
Because when he's holding on after he finds out that Vader's his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they gave him vegan wings.
They told him to pee in a bottle.
It sounds like me getting up on
He's
a
only
Monday.
got one arm. How's he going to pee in a bottle?
Right. Very carefully.
Well, I guess, you know,
you gotta put
it's
the-
just everything's harder with one arm.
It
it's
is,
like
but, you know,
zipper.
You got to use the Force, though. The Force is strong.
All right, Emma. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Paulingford.
Hey, morning, guys.
All right.
Hey.
About Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, topping us off at number 1. He was voiced by James Earl Jones, and it's hard to beat Darth Vader as the most recognizable and most imitated voices and characters of all time, not just in the franchise and movies in general.
His iconic "I am your father" line was such a secret plot twist. The directors kept it hidden from the actors for spoilers from leaking. Also, most people incorrectly recall his famous line as "Luke, I am your father," or "I'm your father, Luke." However, he actually said, "No, I am your father."
Search your heart.
No.
You know it to be
I
true.
am no father.
I would have said, "Who's your daddy?"
You know who your daddy is.
Luke, who's your daddy? That'd have been cooler.
Try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader. Your sad devotion to that ancient religion has not helped you conjure up the stolen data tapes, or given you clairvoyance enough to find the rebels' hidden fort.
Not smart. Good night.
Eating wings right now?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you hear that, that's not good.
That's the most feared screen villain ever.
It has to
Yeah,
be.
yeah. Because you can't see him. He's just this hulking dark thing.
Aura.
Yeah, I mean it's an old school Hollywood movie. You
It
know,
is.
the good guys wear white,
Right.
bad guys wear black. But
Yep.
this villain was one hell of a villain.
Can you imagine if he took his helmet off?
Right. You know, that's you got to wonder Because even like Hitler had moments where he had to laugh at some time.
I would think,
right?
yeah.
Like, they don't show like Vader laughing.
Downtime.
Ever
at a barbecue.
downtime.
Right,
Like, I'm not on now.
Right, like he's wearing the helmet, but he's like flipping burgers with a Hawaiian shirt.
With a Hawaiian shirt.
And yeah.
Flip-flops.
Do you like your burger on the dark side? I am your chef. I find your lack of relish disturbing. You like your buns toast on the dark side?
Yeah. That's the Star Wars movie they should make now.
Yes, yeah.
Vader, the Vacation.
Right. Vader's downtime.
You never actually see him eat at all.
You never do.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like, how does he get yogurt in there, you know?
Right. There should be like, just a scene where there's a little mustard on the side of the mask.
In Spaceball, we did see
the coffee.
Dark Helmet with the coffee. And
where are we doing here? Okay, we're over here. Maura on the merit.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
I have to say it's awful on the merit, but anyway, my guess is Princess Leia.
Princess Leia, number 5. Excuse me.
Number 5.
Wonderfully played by the late, great Carrie Fisher. This princess was responsible for helping destroying the Death Star and is the twin sister of Luke and the daughter of Darth Vader.
And her iconic hairdo was actually inspired by Mexican revolutionary. The buns are basically from the turn of the century Mexico. Women's soldiers of Mexican Revolution actually wore their hair in those buns.
On the side like that?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Man, when she's in that metal bikini.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap. That has created a lot of good Halloween party memories for me. So thank you, George Lucas.
That's also a lot of nerd screensaver.
All right. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. Top 10 Star Wars characters. couple things before we get back to this list here. 195 in Norwalk is a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Massive fire. We're hearing it's a tanker truck and everything's shut down.
Yeah.
And it's just horrible. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. The other thing is there's a crisis in AJ County. His Twitch camera is off.
Right.
And if you know, AJ spends most of the show watching himself on Twitch.
That's how, so the right posture, exactly right. I know when to pick my nose.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
right.
Yep,
Right.
exactly. It's like, I have no idea now.
So it's a crisis.
Mine's off too.
I'm going to spend the rest of the day scratching myself in places I can now.
Oh boy, this is a soundbite that will forever.
Yeah, apparently, it only works for you and Ruth. It works on you and Ruth and our guest camera. Phil's not here and I'm not here. But Twitch is all upset right now, too.
They can't see their AJ?
They can't see me, no. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry.
You're behind.
Suck it. All right. Top 10 Star Wars characters. Michael Killen's doing the list. What did we get so far?
We have Princess Leia, Yoda, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader.
Nice.
Fish nipples.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'll go with Han Solo.
Han Solo at number 3. Played by the legendary Harrison Ford, Han Solo became a pivotal part in the Rebels' battle against the Empire. He eventually falls in love with Princess Leia, and they get married and becomes Luke's brother-in-law.
So apparently director Francis Ford Coppola was the inspiration for Han Solo because his smooth-talking persona inspired the actual feel of Han Solo. So George Lucas made Han Solo based on him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
I did not know that.
Mark and Stratford.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, how about Chewbacca?
Chewbacca at number 8. Played by the late Peter Mayhew, this tall, hairy Wookiee was a loyal friend and co-pilot to Han Solo. He's another well-known and recognizable figure in the Star Wars franchise, and I think at one point we've all tried to imitate his screech.
Yeah, well, apparently the creation of Chewbacca was inspired by George Lucas when he saw his dog sitting up in the passenger seat of his car. The sound effects of Chewbacca's voice created from a mix of recordings of walruses, lions, camels, bears, rabbits, tigers, and badgers.
How do we, can we all go around the room and try to do Chewie? Oh, that's good.
I can't.
Come on, you got your dog's name's Chewie.
Come on.
You gotta try.
Do it.
You gotta try.
Do it.
You gotta try.
Do it.
One of you who can do it, do it.
You sound like an MG driving by.
Can't get that vibrato going. Sorry.
She would sound like George Jetson machine. I just call him Chewbacca.
Mike and Derby.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Morning.
Hey, I'm going to go with a newer character and my wife's favorite, the Mandalorian, Mando.
No, he did not make the list. I kind of didn't do too many of the spin-off characters in the later ones, or the more recent ones.
May the force be with you.
Thank you, sir.
And also with you.
I stopped watching after the 6 that George Lucas was involved in.
Yeah, the last one I saw was one. What was the one we went to go see together? That was the last one I saw. We had Mitch Halleck in front of us.
Yeah, that's when they killed Han Solo.
Force Awakens.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I did see 7.
Yeah. That's as far as I went.
Yeah, that's right. They had some girl who had never been on a spaceship telling Han Solo how to fly.
Right.
The Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, the junk collector.
Okay, I see where we're going now.
Yep.
I'm out.
Right.
Goodbye.
Yep.
This guy has evaded everyone and everything in this ship. Now he needs to be told how to fly it.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly
I got it.
Right.
I got it.
Woo!
James and Seymour.
This is not my guess, but if any of these clowns say Jar Jar Binks, I will strangle them with the Force.
That's good to know. You think you have that.
Yeah, I checked the list for that.
Right. me some on here.
And I wouldn't have told or asked Michael to take it off because I just would enjoy watching him get hammered.
Jar Jar was fun, though.
Yeah, that was the only thing you enjoyed in that movie.
It made me laugh out loud. It was funny. Especially when he got zapped in the head. Like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, when he got zapped in the head and his tongue fell out.
Blah, 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 blah. I laughed out loud. Sorry, it was funny.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Nice to have a little comedy for once.
Hey, that was exactly who that character was for. It was for you and the children.
Exactly. Right.
Sean and Westbrook.
This is a compliment.
That's a compliment.
Thank you.
Use the Force, Luke. Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi.
Yes, number 6. Portrayed by the English actor Alec Guinness, this Jedi Master is responsible for training Luke and Anakin Skywalker, and he is definitely one of the most recognizable characters in the franchise's history.
And Jon Stewart helped name Obi-Wan's home planet. Apparently, he was interviewing George Lucas. Stewart asked George what planet Obi-Wan was from. So he turned and said he comes from planet Stew-John as a joke, and it became, that's the name of the planet, is Stew-John.
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 Wow. That was a little tidbit this morning.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess we can all write a Star Wars movie. If it's that easy.
Mike in New Haven.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hello.
How about Palpatine?
Who do you say?
Emperor Palpatine.
Yes, number 9. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Mike, we lost you.
He is played by Ian McDiarmid, and this character is the main villain in the original movies. He is the Emperor of the Galactic Empire and is the master of Darth Vader.
And also, former President Nixon served as the inspiration for one of the most evil characters in cinematic history. Apparently, George Lucas wrote Star Wars in the 70s at the height of the Watergate scandal.
Chris in Fairfield.
Good morning, guys.
Yo.
Morning.
R2D2.
Yep, at number 7. This tiny robot, played by Kenny Baker, is another instantly recognizable figure from the franchise. He plays a significant role in helping with data processing, maintaining system, and in-flight repairs.
And for those of you so you can sleep at night, R2D2 stands for Second Generation Robotic Droid Series 2, according to Star Wars Encyclopedia, published after the release of Star Wars films.
Oh, I thought it was from some other movie thing.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought he got the idea from someone. Wasn't he on set of another movie?
Well, no, that's what it stands for, not what he's inspired by.
What was that story?
I don't know.
What are we thinking? What's that?
AJ had like an epic flubble.
Yes,
right
I know what you're referring to.
What happened?
I find your lack of shutting up disturbs me.
Right.
Yes, I blew it one time trying to say something and I flubbled, which I'm sure you have ready.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Yeah, I knew you would.
I'll find it.
Use the Force. Let it guide you. Okay, everybody get ready.
Hey, Derek.
Derek.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How about PC-3PO?
He did not make the list. He was just off the list, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We got just one left.
No kidding. All right, man. This list, pretty wild.
Okay. All right, we're out of time.
Wild. All right. So we've got top 10 characters. At number 10, the only one we missed was Boba Fett. And then we have Emperor Palpatine, Chewbacca, R2-D2, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then in the top 5, we have Princess Leia, Yoda, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Okay.
What? You're looking at me. What?
Nothing. Just
What
keep moving.
What I do? Channel 3, Bill and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, first alert weather, early fog, the most sunny and mild, upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline, 51 now, West Haven.
Unfortunately, no good news for you yet. We are still closed in both directions, 95 northbound and southbound, going through Norwalk. This is because of an accident involving a tractor trailer, a fuel truck that is currently on fire. We have a lot of smoke, causing vision delays, but we've also got some road structure perhaps compromise going on. So that's why the roads are closed in both directions right now. You're looking for Route 1 or the Merritt Parkway to get around. As you can expect, though, heavier than normal volume if you're going onto the Merritt Parkway, especially heading southbound through Norwalk. We got delays going all the way back into Trumbull already. This traffic report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
It's a nightmare on 95 in Norwalk. Closed both directions. Horrible fire.
Not good.
So in honor of that, because traffic's going to be a nightmare, the unusual place you had to relieve yourself.
Cool.
All right. Do one quick break on it.
Yeah, why not?
203-882-9757. I was going to call it the time you had to go in a bottle.
Yeah.
But
it's like a Jim Croce song.
I think we'll get more out of this one.
Yep.
The odd place you had to relieve yourself. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. It's a nightmare on 95 in Norwalk, closed in both directions. Massive fire.
Yep.
We're going to have the DOT commissioner or a spokesperson from the office on at the top of the hour. And we're asking you to call in the unusual place you had to relieve yourself, because that will be happening today in cars.
Yep.
If it hasn't already.
Avert your eyes,
Fairfield
people.
County.
Yes.
Before we go to the phones here, though, Phil, what is this clip we're about to play?
This is the genesis of R2-D2's name being used in Star Wars, as explained by AJ back in October.
And actually, R2-D2 is named after American Graffiti when one of the guys apparently what happened was, I get that little fog from the COVID, sorry, every now and then. But what happens is
the COVID.
But anyway, it's for Real 2 Dialogue 2. They were doing they were like going over the tracks on American Graffiti. And what happened was Real 2 Dialogue 2 sounded cool. R2, they called it R2-D2. So he wrote it down and said, hey, that's going to be a good name for like a robot in the future. And he ended up using that name for R2-D2 in Star Wars.
AJ was rebooting.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. It happens. I've gotten much better since then, though. And you wonder why folks turn evil. You wonder why folks turn evil. You just wonder why they go to the dark side. I bet you Darth Vader was a really wonderful, fun guy at one time.
Oh, my God.
And all of a sudden, you had somebody named Phil.
Oh, I just want to hear that all day today.
I'm sure you do. We should have now. People dying to pee.
All right. Let's get some of these pee stories on the air.
Yes.
My wife, Jennifer. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. So I was about 7 years old with my mom and my brother, and we were going to go ice fishing. And we were in my mom's Ford Galaxy, which was like the size of a small city.
Yeah, big car.
And it was obviously really cold out. And my mother didn't want me to pee outside, so she had a big bucket that she had me stand over and tinkle in the back seat.
Nice.
And not for anything. Guys have the beauty of aiming. Women do not.
No, they do not.
Right on. Yep.
You said it, sister. Oh, my God.
I could tell.
Yep.
I'm no stranger. I'm no stranger to peeing in a bucket in a car either.
Right. Really?
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's
You've
just
got
how-
to balance. You've got, it's
A lot
It
going
takes skill.
on.
It takes skill.
You need
But you have a lot of training in balancing because you women don't like to sit on various seats.
There's a lot of hovering that happens.
Hovering, yeah.
Hovering, yeah.
Right. It's a part of Jedi training.
Right.
Yep.
And it's an indirect workout, if you will.
What if you use a funnel? Put a funnel.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't
Someone had that, AJ.
Right. Didn't they? I think we interviewed an inventor.
Something
of
like that.
Some kind of
Like underwears that had a little thing
What
on
the
it.
hell was that called? It was a paper funnel.
Yeah.
That you would carry with you.
I've seen this.
You
yeah.
can direct it.
And like if you're at like a music festival or something, you,
Right.
you now you can do this standing, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they can stand and aim.
Except for once, girls can write their name in the snow.
I forgot what the hell it was called, but I remember I brought it to John Gee's house and Lauren used it, and he was so pissed at me.
Wow.
It's called the Go Girl.
The Go Girl.
That's a great name.
Nice. Yeah. Genius.
A
Genius.
female portable urinal.
Genius.
Go girl.
It's basically a funnel.
Got
You
it.
pee into a funnel.
Right.
And then you could also add a quart of oil to your car if you need to.
WD-40, go for it.
Goodbye. Love you.
Hey, love you, bye.
All right.
She's like, I made myself laugh, whatever.
Matt in Southbury.
Good morning.
Hey.
Yo.
Early 2000s, prom weekend in New Jersey. We went down to the Jersey Shore. Everyone, it was early 2000s, so cops and everyone knew kind of what was going on, but I had to relieve myself, so I just found space between two cars and just started circling the wheel. And then I look up, and the car is two-tone. I'm like, why is this car two-tone? And I look a little higher, and I'm like, why are the lights on this car? I'm like, oh, no.
Right. Whoops.
And thank God he wasn't in there.
Yep. That would have sucked.
He was in the backseat peeing as well.
Yeah, right. He's peeing in somebody else's car.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Man, we got a bunch of calls, too. Sorry we didn't get to you guys. Thank you so much for calling in.
Hold it.
Coming up, yeah. Coming up, a nightmare on 95 in Norwalk. We'll have someone from the DOT commissioner's office, either the commissioner himself or a spokesperson. And we'll try to get some details. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Channel 3, Bill and Associates, public insurance adjusters, first alert weather. Got some early fog. Then mostly sunny and mild today. Upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline, 51 now in Brantford.
Well, as Chaz said, a nightmare in Norwalk is exactly the case. So if you're just getting up and thinking about getting on the road to go to work, you will be late if you're heading southbound, especially through Norwalk right now. Closed both directions, 95, northbound and southbound between exits 15 and 14. We've got a fire, an active situation going on right now involving a fuel truck that is on fire after an accident. We've got, again, closures. So we're looking Route 1. You're looking the Merritt Parkway to get around, but expect heavy delays both of those routes as all cars are being moved over. So heavier than normal volume everywhere going through Norwalk right now. This traffic report brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
It's a nightmare on 95 in Norwalk.
Yes.
DOT Commissioner, spokesperson on right now, Communications Director of DOT, Josh Morgan. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Morning.
What is happening?
Yeah, not great. This morning, certainly never a good time for a major crash and a tanker fire to happen, but certainly right before we head into rush hour, probably the worst possible time to happen. But, we're out there, we're closing the road down, getting those detours set up. It's going to be a messy morning, that's for sure.
What's closed? Where is it closed?
We're diverting traffic off exit 16 for cars that are heading south. Anyone heading north, we're getting them off exit 13. So they're going to have to travel on some local roads to bypass this incident. So if people can take the Merritt, plan some alternate routes, maybe delay their travel if they can this morning. But really, we just need people to plan ahead. It's going to be a lot of traffic on some unexpected areas today. We need people to be patient out there.
Can we talk about what happened, or that's really unknown at this point?
It seems like it was a car and a fuel tanker truck. There was a crash, which ignited the tanker right underneath the Stewart Avenue overpass, 95. So that's been burning for a while. Obviously, Stewart Avenue was closed down as well, some of those local roads. So, first and foremost, that fire has to get extinguished. The incident, the crash scene has to get cleared. And then our bridge evaluation unit is going to be out there to inspect that structure top to bottom. A lot of utilities running across there. So it's going to be a long day for us in terms of cleaning up the highway and then making sure that the infrastructure is safe before it can be reopened.
No.
And so your message to commuters would be, don't commute if you don't have to.
Exactly. If you stay home, go for it.
If you're in that area.
Yeah.
It's one of the, a couple of things. COVID was horrible, but one of the things that came out of it is we learned how to do a lot of things from home.
Exactly.
And so a lot of people just are able to flip that switch and they call in and say, I'm working from home today.
They want to flip it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if that's possible for people, 100%, that's a great idea. Seeking out those alternate routes and just making sure that they're planning ahead. No one likes sitting in traffic. No one likes detours, that's for sure. But that's going to be in place for a good while this morning. So we just need people to be patient out there. Bear with us as we're working to clear this scene and make sure everyone's safe.
Yeah, you can't even guess as to the fire has to be put out first, right? Then the investigation begins.
Yeah, 100%. Making sure that fuel is cleaned up. Then we have to clear the scene, make sure that there's no active fire burning. And then the work starts of inspecting the highway, inspecting that Stewart Avenue overpass, making sure that there's no significant damage to the infrastructure. So, we're not going to be able to reopen for several hours. It's going to be a lot of work for our experts who are out there.
I'm guessing several hours would be best case scenario.
100%.
Yeah.
What time did you get the phone call that there was a problem?
About 6 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
So, pretty immediate. Our highway operations center is staffed 24/7, 365. We have a traffic camera basically right there. And the public can actually check that out at ctroads.org. It's camera number 26. Kind of hard to see what you're looking at because of how much smoke is out there. But we noticed it immediately, dispatched our crews, our garages. This is why we have, more than 50 garages all over the state so they can respond very quickly to incidents like this. So the Darien garage, the Westport garage, we're out there very quickly, along with Norwalk first responders to close that highway down and start getting to work.
What's the website? You look at camera 26. I'm going to be fascinated with this now.
ctroads.org.
ctroads.org.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy morning to come on with us. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Josh Morgan, Connecticut DOT Communications Director. Okay, here we go.
Yep. Give me a while.
Well, it'll be put the fire out, then do an accident investigation, which takes hours.
Then you got to clear everything.
Because that's measuring photographs.
We'll look in the afternoon probably. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
At the earliest.
Yeah. If you're stuck in it, call us. 203-882-9757. What do you do when you're just sitting in your car?
Right. Well, listen to the radio for one thing, hopefully.
Right. That's one.
Hello. go. Yeah.
We're there for you.
Right. Don't think we're going to the bathroom at all. No running water, nothing. Don't even think about it.
That's why before I leave, I always hit the bathroom.
Always go before you leave.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, hopefully you have some snacks with you. Some
Snacks
food.
in the car?
Yep. Snacks. More so than coffee because you don't need more liquid, but, something to eat.
The Merit's going to be horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, just figure if that's messed up, everything's messed up.
Oh, yeah. Everybody
goes alternative routes.
Oh, yeah.
The Merit's bad on a regular day.
Yes, it is.
This is going to be you're just stopped.
Yep.
2 lanes. Not enough room.
For a long time.
Yes, you are.
Did anybody see the video of that ATV rider crashing into the New Haven police cruiser?
He hit that sucker hard.
Hard.
You could see the panic in the guy's face as he enters into the dash cam.
What, the ATV guy?
Yeah, you can see looking, because you can't see the officer at all because it's facing outwards.
Yeah.
But you just see him when he realizes, oh no, and then he tries to stop. The thing goes sideways to the point where, actually one of the tires is almost coming off the rim as he's sliding sideways, and he just, you see, look at his face, this ain't stopping, and you just see him launch off that ATV right into the windshield.
I'm going to play that audio for you in a second. Hold on. Chaz and AJ.
Hi, I'm on the Merit headed to the Bronx. I can give you an update. It's bad, and I wanted to thank Chaz for his traffic update because I was about to get on 95, and I did quickly turned around to get to the Merit.
Cool.
Oh, good. Well, all of us are doing it.
Yep.
So you're on the Merit where, and is it moving?
I'm on the Merit in Westport, and yes, it is moving, but very, very slow.
At least it's still moving, though. At least you're rolling.
It's always hopeful when it's rolling.
Yes.
Boy, that's going to go. If you're in, that. Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah, I'm headed to the Bronx. It's normally a 50-minute ride. This is going to be 2.5 hours.
Easy.
Wow.
Easy. Do you have to go to? Do you have to relieve yourself? Personal question.
No.
Okay.
How's your bladder situation?
Good. What's your bladder level?
What's your coffee consumption?
Yeah, what's your BS, your bladder situation?
Right.
I have a quart of iced tea that I'm sipping on, so maybe I should go a little bit slower.
A quart of iced tea? Oh, Lord.
You do that every morning?
I do.
I know.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
A quart of iced tea before you arrive at work.
Tea's got a lot of caffeine in it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck. Keep us posted.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Keep that quart cup.
Me too. I always pace myself with beverages on long commutes.
Yeah.
Like when we went to Billy Joel on Friday.
Uh-huh.
They said, I'm drinking 1 beer.
Yeah.
On the way in.
Yeah. That's smart.
Because you could turn a corner and it's like, oh, we're going to be stuck here for hours.
Exactly. And now,
now what do I do?
Right.
Yeah.
Keep that beer bottle.
Chaz and AJ.
Yeah, hi. It's Kelly from Stratford. We're just with an update for 95. I'm on 95 and I'm at exit 19. And I'm trying to get off. The exits are more crowded than the highway right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's getting off. Yeah.
That's
Everybody's
right.
trying to get off. But I want to thank you guys, too, because I didn't know about this until I turned on the radio, which I do every morning to PLR.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, and have a great day.
You too. That's the other. It's the shockwave.
Yep.
From the highway.
Yep.
You might not even be trying to get on 95, but if you're anywhere near an exit,
yep,
it's a problem.
A lot of the major roads, like Route 1, usually jams up afterwards.
Right.
Any major hub road.
Matt on the road.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey, so I'm driving northbound on the Merritt Parkway. I got on at 41, which is over there by Wilton, and going through Fairfield now, but it's just a wall of traffic.
The wall of traffic.
Do you really have to go to work today? What do you do? Are you a surgeon?
Right. What do you do?
No, on northbound it's fine, but southbound it's just a long the whole from exit 41 all the way up to Fairfield so far.
Oh, you're watching the other side. Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay, I thought you were stuck.
Isn't that something when you're watching those poor suckers on the other side and you're just driving at normal speed?
Right.
And then
I feel their pain.
You feel their pain.
You know you've been there.
But it's like a NASCAR wreck. You're going, you're like, I'm just glad I'm not over there.
That could have been me.
Could have been me.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you, Matt.
Guys, have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
And then when you get past the stoppage on the other side, and you see those cars approaching, you almost want to tell them, "Don't do it! Get off!
Turn around!
Get off now!
Do it!
Save yourself!
For God's sake! Don't you do it!"
What's that scene in Friday the 13th where it's like, "Go back! You're cursed! It's cursed!
It's cursed! You're all cursed!
You're all gonna die!
We're gonna die now!"
Tom in Bolton.
Hey, good morning, guys. How
Good morning.
Are you?
Good, thanks.
Hey, let's start with the Merritt Parkway. I'm on my way down south. It's an icy, rainy morning, and everybody's crawling. There's like 3 cars, and this Subaru guy comes flying by us about 80. We catch up to him about around exit 26 in Stanford. He's wrapped around a pole. And it's so icy that I actually got to roll down the window and say, "Hey, nice job." But the best one, talking about traffic.
That was cold.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You know, when you see someone driving nuts, and they whiz by you kind of secretly want to see them pulled over.
Yeah, you do.
Just pulled over.
Not necessarily crash.
Not crash, but pulled over at least. Yeah.
Right.
Have you seen the new trend that people do when they pull past them if they've wrecked? They go, "Hey, you can't park there." They lose
that's a
their
good one.
minds.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
I will throw something at you if I have to.
There's montages I've seen on Instagram, and I don't know why. It gives me such
Correct.
joy seeing
It's
people
funny.
lose their minds.
Yeah, but this was the funny thing where we saw him fly by us, and then he was already wrecked, and he's standing in the middle of the road, and it was so icy that we actually just went by him, and I got the opportunity to roll down the window and say, "Hey, nice job."
Yeah, you mentioned that already.
Yeah.
Part 2. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here's the point of the whole story. I'm out on a wedding in Chicago, and my girlfriend has a friend about 2 hours into the Indiana town line. We got stuck so bad in a traffic jam, 4 hours. 4 freaking hours. And I had her get out of the car, collect
2
money.
movies.
She actually ran to the next exit, and she found a package store and brought back 2 cases of beer.
Nice.
I've never seen a woman drag 2 cases of beer.
That's a keeper.
So other than that, how
All right.
are you guys?
We're going to go. Are you stuck in traffic? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in
You have nowhere to go.
to Sebastian Bach. Is that going to be a good show?
Of course, Sebastian.
Hold on a second. We'll just check in with you periodically.
Yeah, we got work to do. Yeah.
It's Tom stuck in traffic. Let's go to Bill on 95. Are you on 95 or you have a 95 update?
No, just a 95 update. I think it was under an overpass also, so 95 may be shut down both ways. It's shut down both ways right now, but it may be shut down permanently.
Yeah, it
For
is.
a while.
It is an overpass. Yep.
Yeah, but the other thing I was thinking about, I'm pretty sure it was started by a gas-powered leaf blower in Norwalk, so we might want to look into
Gotcha. Got those damn gas-powered leaf blowers.
Yeah, making noise, starting fires.
Right, cause a truck to veer up and hit the thing. Yes.
Unconfirmed,
Have a
but
good
we
day,
will
boys.
check into it. Speculation.
Yes.
At this
Purely
point.
speculation.
Sorry, do you guys need a second ambulance for the mail?
Dave and Trumbull.
Hey guys, what's going on? How are you?
I heard something about an ambulance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But what was that?
I mean, there's a couple things going on in Norwalk. So I mean, obviously, all the police officers from the locals are doing their best they can with pretty much everything that's going on with everybody trying to get off onto the main roads and trying to cut through tertiary roads. So I think the biggest thing is that everybody just really needs to take their time and just be patient trying to get through this.
I think the people who are stuck in it are taking their time. They're not moving.
Yeah. They don't have a choice, really.
But yeah, just be patient. And did you say you're a police officer?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you for what you do.
No, thank you for what you do.
Thanks so much.
Are you somewhere in in the vicinity of the accident?
I'm actually trying to get myself into work.
Okay.
Wow. So I'm unfortunately in traffic with everybody else.
You can't say, I'm a cop, get out of the way. Go. Out the window.
Is that a K9 unit?
Yes, that's actually my partner.
Cool.
So
Okay,
he's,
so you're
excited. He's excited. He's excited to get to work.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
He's also got to go to the bathroom.
He's got to poop.
Well, thanks for what you do.
I got a code 200.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a great day. Good luck to everybody in the traffic, and thank you guys for what you guys do for us.
Thank you. What you guys
Thank
do.
you, Dave.
Yep.
So if he has a K9 unit,
right,
he's probably in that K9 vehicle.
Yeah.
So he's got the lights.
I would think just let him go through.
Can't you just put the lights on?
Yeah, people move aside.
Yeah. Like, this is important. We need to get these guys and girls into work, and they need to do their check-in or whatever
This
it
is
is
a
they
special
do, and
case
then
here.
get out into the field. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, let him through.
Ricky.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hello.
You're nice and clear.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm actually, I just got through Norwalk, or not through Norwalk. I'm in Norwalk. I was at the front line at exit 15. It looks like they had it closed, and then they just opened it back up going up to Route 7.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it looks, we just started moving. I've been, I came from Stratford I work up in Stamford, and we left the house at 5:20, and we're just getting up to here right now.
Oh, boy.
You work in Stamford, you live in Stratford, and you make that commute every day. How long is it usually?
By the time I leave my house at 5:20, I'm there probably by 6 o'clock.
Okay, so what was 40 minutes is it's almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right? Or 2 hours.
Yeah, I start at 6:30 too, so it's been kind of a pain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've really been there since it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going up to it around I think 6 o'clock. We started seeing I started getting alerts that there was the 95 was closed, and we've been sitting it the whole time. We got to that area where there's not many exits, and we've just been screwed.
Oh.
That is the worst.
Yeah. And how's your bladder situation?
All right, well, that's good news. Did you see the truck? Did you see the accident?
We're actually getting up to it right now. I didn't see any smoke or anything, but we're getting up to where it connects to Route 7. I can't really see anything because there's so many cars ahead of me. And AJ, my bowel movements are fine.
I didn't see movements. I said your bladder situation, not your bowel movements.
That is the worst if you have to poop.
If you have to poop, forget about it.
It's the worst.
Yeah, just ruin the seat.
No, I had my coffee, so thankfully I'm fine.
All right, good.
Okay, cool.
I was worried.
Yeah.
That would be the worst passenger or driver this morning, going to their own colonoscopy stuck in that traffic.
Oh, imagine that.
Just completely empty.
Right.
Nothing going on, just angry.
Oh, just you echoing.
Yeah.
I think.
So also,
go
quick
ahead.
update. Sorry to cut you off, but they're letting everybody get on Route 7, so it's obviously causing more traffic. But they're not letting anyone pass Route 7.
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one, guys.
You too. Thanks so much.
Jimmy Jams has words of encouragement to those stuck in traffic, and then we're going to take a break. Go ahead.
All right, so I need about 5, maybe 10 seconds here. All right, guys, if you're sitting in traffic, these are words from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen to me. You might be sitting in traffic right now, and you might be sitting there saying, when is this going to stop? But know that tomorrow is Friday, and then at the start is the weekend. And there's 2 things that you can make yourself feel better. Humping and bumping. Yeah! So find the nearest exit. Get off the traffic. And know to do across your enemies. And watch them as they are driven before you. And trust nothing but you and your sword. Yeah! Thank you.
Who can argue with that?
Today for effort is C for execution, but I loved it.
I just want to see him doing it.
That's when you can tell traffic's really bad, when the tribe's calling in to entertain one another.
Getting
and
punchy.
Encourage one another.
It's the exhaust.
Dumbass news is next. Cheeseball Man.
Yes. Woo! Channel 3, Bill and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, First Alert Weather. Got some early fog, then mostly sunny, mild today. Upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline, 51 now in Wallingford.
We are closed. 95 this morning in Norwalk. Traffic heading southbound 95 will be diverted off of the highway at exit 16. Northbound traffic is being directed to get off at exit 13. This is all because of a fire accident involving a fuel truck actively on fire. Smoke is an issue as well, affecting visibility throughout the town of Norwalk. Higher than normal volume on alternate routes. That's Route 1 and the Merritt Parkway. Expect heavy delays everywhere. To quote Josh from the DOT, who was just on about 20 minutes ago, it's going to be a long day. Reopening will not be possible for several hours. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
superhero that America's been waiting for. Cheeseball Man.
Yes!
Comedian Dan Brown in studio. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
If you're just tuning in, traffic is a nightmare in Connecticut, specifically around Norwalk. 95 closed, we believe, in both directions still.
Yep.
And it's pretty bad.
You have a day off, take it down.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Okay. Let's start with Cheeseball Man.
Nice.
He's our favorite new superhero. It's a guy in New York who went viral over the weekend after he promised to eat an entire tub of cheese balls in the middle of Union Square.
Who hasn't wanted to do that?
Like
Those
me.
Big jars of cheese balls. That's a day of fun right there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I love those.
And a night of agony.
Yeah, it really is. Not going to lie. It will be.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, the cheese balls or the cheese curls even better, yeah.
I don't want them, and then the second they're next to me at a party, I cannot stop eating
Exactly.
them.
I have to have some.
Yes. Once you have some, though, next thing you know,
Well, it depends. It depends, because if it's that giant clear plastic bucket and it's full, I feel fine going in there. The second it's like a third of the way or two, like I don't know how many hands have been in there, how clean those hands were.
That's why you got to have it by yourself. It's all you.
And I start to get very upset about that.
Or just pour for some people.
Do you want to try one of these next week? Just start early and see how
let's
far
do
you
that.
can get?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Cheese balls.
They're
All right.
mostly
Cheese
air,
balls.
right? Like, how hard could
Exactly.
it be?
Right.
Right. If
And
you
they squish.
crush those down, it would be like probably 3 inches of dust.
Just snort it.
I think the main ingredients are air and orange.
Yes, it is. Right. And you wear a black shirt, even better. Looks like a pumpkin by the end.
I told you what I did at a party once. It was
what'd you do?
They had a window fan. It was really hot. Everyone was sweaty. And I crushed them up and ran them through the fan.
That's awesome.
And people just had this orange mist. They didn't even know what was happening.
What is that, confetti?
You created that look. What are you, a bunch of dancers? Are you a bunch of dancers?
So hundreds of people showed up to watch this thing.
Yeah, they're bored, yep.
Well, bored and,
Curious,
there's
a
everything's
spectacle.
protesting
It's
and
free.
war, and this is nice and it's fun.
Diversion.
He also sought an audience. So he cultivated this on social media, and he hung flyers all
did.
around New York City asking
yeah.
people to come by.
He self-promoted this sucker.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Philadelphia chicken man that was eating the rotisserie chicken. He did the same thing.
Right, only cheese balls.
I think you should try something similar here.
Okay,
Like
sure.
you do the cape and the whole
Right,
thing. And
right.
You got to find your own snack, though, because cheese balls have already
I'll see
been
what
done.
kind of large quantity of snack I can find.
Girl Scout cookies.
No.
funny.
I'm not going to spend a fortune here.
Here's a quick before, during, and after when the crowd goes nuts.
I am allergic to gluten. And today I will be eating this entire jar of cheese balls. Eat those balls. Eat those balls. Eat those.
Is this from the same event?
They're watching porn for a second there.
Wow. Eat those balls.
Eat those balls. Said in unison with fervor.
Is this guy a dumbass? I feel like he shouldn't be in dumbass.
No, but the hundreds of people that just show up and stand around.
Watch dumbass.
Right.
Yep.
He said he was allergic to gluten, so
Right.
is he damaging his body?
Right.
Like, what's going to happen to him?
And
That's what, but it's genius, Dan, because now you think, oh, even when he's a third in, I'm going to stay here now because I want to see if he falls over and dies.
What happens?
Right.
Yeah.
You can-
Right. What's going to happen?
Will he make it? Exactly. Also, I noticed his voice is very similar to Cartman's on on South Park.
Really?
Cheese balls.
I am allergic to gluten. And today I will be eating.
It could be adult Cartman.
Exactly. And doesn't Cartman like cheese balls?
Cheesy poofs.
Cheese poofs.
Oh, yeah.
I like cheese balls. So there we go.
There you go.
I'm
was
getting
his-
more comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah, well, and kind of like like their love child.
And today I will be eating this entire jar of cheese balls.
Like the way he talks is very comic book guy.
Yeah.
But the voice is definitely Cartman.
Eat those balls.
Eat those balls.
And those folks are
It's hard not to get caught up in that.
Eat those balls.
Eat those balls.
I want a t-shirt
Eat
that says
those
that.
balls. Eat those balls.
Eat those balls.
All right, we're going to save the zoo parents for 9:20.
Okay.
All right. This will be specifically for the people stuck in traffic today. This is a fun phone subject that will entertain you and get your mind off your problems. The things from your childhood that wouldn't fly today. 203-882-9757. Like riding in the back of a pickup truck.
Yep. Fun times.
Remember that?
We survived.
Yeah. We all survived.
We did. We're still here.
203-882-9757. Chaz and AJ in the morning. 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. Okay, so 95's a nightmare in Norwalk.
Yes.
So, therefore, the Merritt's going to be a nightmare. 7's a nightmare. Everything, that whole part of the state, a nightmare.
Just not good.
Side roads, back roads. You're going to be like, I don't even want to go to 95.
Right.
I'm stuck here in my town.
Take your place.
Had a horrible accident around 6 a.m. this morning, a little bit before then.
Yeah.
We knew at 6 when we opened the show, but it was we hear a car and a tractor trailer and a tanker, massive fire, overpass, just all bad.
Yep.
Just all bad. So either don't commute if you have that option, or be ready.
Of course. Sick.
Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox, comedian Dan Brown in studio. And to entertain those stuck in this nightmarish hell,
yes,
we call traffic in Connecticut on a bad day, the things from your childhood that wouldn't fly today.
Absolutely.
AJ?
How about getting locked in a hot car? My dad used to lock us in a hot car.
Would he crack the window for you?
Barely.
Okay.
Barely. He took the keys with him.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That brings back a lot of memories.
Hot vinyl seats.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Big windows in the car. Back then,
right?
And we were locked in the car, even to the point one time my dad was getting work done on the car, and we were on the lift in the gas station, sitting in the car as the guy was like working. We could feel the car shaking and getting scared at the bejesus.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah, being locked in a hot car was very commonplace for me.
That's a good one. It's like, hey, my kid might die in here, but you're not going to steal him.
Exactly. Right.
I'm locking him in.
Right.
You can't get this kid.
Locked in the car.
You might not make it, but you're not getting him.
Nowadays, folks have a stroke. They saw that. Yep.
Pam in Bolton.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So I would have to say my favorite childhood memory would be being a youngster, walking into the drugstore to get my mother a pack of cigarettes.
Nice pack of smokes.
That's
Unfiltered.
right.
Damn it, give us some Camels.
Actually, she smoked like Moors, those long black cigarettes.
Yeah.
Gross.
Those are disgusting.
That's bad because when you were out, you didn't even want to bum them from your mom.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Most folks would clip them. She only had like so much for.
Eventually switched to Virginia Slim, so that was a little better. But
those were also long.
And the curlers in the hair in the grocery store.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot today.
No. Thank God.
Yeah.
So
no, the cigarettes, that's a good
wearing,
one.
Like pink on their butt. Like, you know, it says pink across the back of their sweatpants.
Yeah. Or juicy.
Why are you looking at I would put combustible.
All right, Pam. Thank you. That's a good one.
Combustible would be good.
Because then, you know, there were the stores that would let you, I'm buying them from my mom.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Nowadays, yeah, you came.
But then it was, I'm going to need a note.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Well, yeah, a note. That can't be fake.
I spelled cigarettes wrong.
Yep. You spelled mom wrong, too.
I spelled mom and I spelled Salem.
Right. Who's Moom?
Wrong.
I call her Moom. Hello, Moom.
Yeah, that's right. That would never fly today.
Yeah, nowadays, if you're of age, you have to show a license to buy cigarettes.
Yeah, you're ID'd.
Yep.
And how much is a pack of cigarettes now?
When I stopped, it was $12.40.
$12.40.
$12.40 for a pack of butts.
Joe the barber.
Morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Hey, I have one is that back in the 70s, we had my aunt's red station wagon, and we used to take the trek up to Cape Cod, and my parents put a beanbag chair in the back part of it. I sat in the beanbag chair. We put all of the luggage around it for 3 hours. I'm sitting no seatbelt in a beanbag chair in the back of a station wagon.
That's a great, comfortable ride, but never fly today.
Yeah, Ford. It's cool.
Yep, no way. And what about bumper riding? Remember those days when
that was never legal.
Yeah, that was never. Yeah,
yeah.
That was just something we did.
All right, Joe. Thank you. The thing from your childhood that wouldn't fly today. Anthony in Brantford.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
I'm going to go with hitchhiking.
Do people not
Coming
do
down
that?
the road?
You know, you make a good point. I don't see people hitchhiking.
Yeah, I haven't seen it very often, but on occasion, you see one person. You're like, oh wow, hitchhiking.
Used to be a lot of people.
Used to be a lot.
Used to see them all over the place.
I hitchhiked.
Yeah. Yep.
I was once the weirdest pickup I had hitchhiking was I was picked up by Jerry's driving school, which was a driving school in the valley.
Oh really?
And there was a student driver, and Jerry was in the passenger seat.
Right.
And he told the student driver to pick up the hitchhikers.
Wow.
And we got in, and
you were a lesson.
We were a part of the lesson.
You were a lesson. You should not do this, kids.
He never said that.
Now, for guys, now do me a favor and help me get some rope and the duct tape. All right, now here's how you put a body in the trunk.
This guy's pretty cool.
Right.
Do you think the people who have the tendency to hitchhike just remove themselves from the gene pool at some point? Like they just slowly get murdered off?
Like the
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's why we don't see hitchhiking anymore, because they've all been just murdered. And
they've gone extinct.
they were never able to reproduce and have children and teach them to hitchhike in their hitchhiking ways.
Or the opposite way, they could have a weapon on them, and they could take the car, and
Yeah, my mom was always like, "No, they're going to take your car, they're going to knock it with the head." Blah, blah, blah. Yep.
Well, what we would do if there was 3 of us is 2 would hide in the woods. One's hitchhiking, car pulls over, the other 3 come out.
Yep.
And sometimes the car would see the 2 running out and be like, goodbye.
Yep. A lot of times, if you had a girl with you, you had her stand out there.
That's right.
You hid in the bushes.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. And somehow we're
folks, have a
still
good
here.
day.
All right. Thank you.
Don't hitchhike.
Chris and Waterbury.
Okay, hi guys, and welcome back, Phil. He answered the phone. The poor guy, I forgot his name. He's been gone so long.
He's been gone so long.
It's Thursday.
Look at him. He looks like he aged like 3 years.
We stopped the Welcome Back Phil yesterday. It's Thursday now.
That's all right.
Phil's
He had some commentary on it.
Phil's
All right,
here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, congratulations, Phil. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm fast forwarding a little bit to high school. Back in high school, we used to go to a very popular deli in Waterbury. I will not mention the name. And we went to a private Catholic high school, and we used to get kegs of beer there, like half kegs. But you had to leave a deposit for the tap. So we used to use our high school IDs as whatever, proof of who you are to rent the keg of beer.
Wow.
And the owner actually would help us stuff the keg of beer into the back of my buddy's 1983 Firebird.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah. I would think if you're in a Catholic school, get some Blue Nun.
Well,
Yeah,
the fact that a quarter keg would fit in the trunk of a Firebird, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, not a big trunk.
But yeah, here's my high school ID
Right, sure,
as
why not?
proof that I'm going to bring this tap back.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we were so young, we didn't have driver's license. Only one guy did, and he needed his license out.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Thank God for that.
That's my
You're
share
right.
for the day.
That would never fly today.
Nope.
Thank you. All right, we're doing the things from your childhood that wouldn't fly today. 203-882-9757. You're about to hear all about the nightmare in Norwalk in a second.
Channel 3, Bill and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, first alert weather.
Puberty.
When it's time to change. Early fog, then mostly sunny and mild. Upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline. 51 now, New Haven.
Well, that nightmare is 95, closed both directions in Norwalk. Traffic heading southbound is going to be diverted off of the highway at exit 16. Northbound traffic will be directed off at exit 13. Closed in between because of a fire accident involving a fuel truck that is still actively on fire. Smoke is an issue as well, affecting visibility. We're not expecting that road to be reopened until that fire is out, and then an investigation will take place. So it'll be several hours before we're looking at reopening 95 in Norwalk. So expect higher than normal volume on all the alternate routes, Route 1 and the Merritt Parkway especially. This traffic report brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
we're talking about the thing from your childhood that wouldn't fly today. 203-882-9757. Robin in Bristol.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Sorry, I'm gonna shut my truck off. Are you ready? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, I went to you because I'm not ready.
Just hanging out pretty much. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I was getting in my work truck.
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I drive for Castertanos in Cheshire. I deliver like the flowers you see at Home Depot and Lowe's.
Oh.
So I deliver those all over New England.
It's important work.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only girl that's there.
Nice.
So, my father used to have a pickup truck. We lived in Portland. You know how you go over the Portland Bridge to Crystal Lake?
Yeah.
Well, back then with the dairy farmers, they used to have the road was like called the Wee Way. It was all like hills, small hills like that. So my father would load me and my four siblings and then all my 5 cousins, and we'd bring in the pickup truck. And then he would just like fly on there, and we'd go up and down, you know, like really high up, and he'd just like slam right back down. And then they end up paving it flat. Like right after in the 90s, I believe they paved it flat. So now, you know, you can't show your kids that, and your kids can't even ride in a pickup truck anymore.
No.
You know,
Do you lose any cousins in the trees?
That's the thing. How many times have we been in the back of pickup trucks holding on for our lives because some idiot uncle or someone is driving the truck like, hold on.
Exactly right.
And they're turning around smiling like, you still there?
Right. Or they're steering with their knees and they're open, they're cracking open a beer. What are you doing up there?
It was trying to do stuff that you can't do things that you used to be able to do. Like now you have to be all safety, but before you used to be able to do everything in your pickup, just load everybody up in it, all the kids, and you know.
That's why they call it a pickup. And if the kid fell out, you picked him up.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that's what the bed was for.
Hey, thank you, Robin.
Just lay him flat, get him breathing again. We're good.
There's a video online that I saw a few years ago. And I knew that there's a burnt chip in the humanity section of my brain when I watched this video because I found it very entertaining. There's like 100 people in the back of a pickup truck, and they're barreling across the border. You know, they're just like smuggling.
They're going for
and
it.
there's a million of them.
Right.
And the truck hits a bump, and the people, and there's like people flying through the air. And I don't know. I think my brain registered it as like some kind of weird circus treat.
Yep. It's kind of like when they show it in slow motion when a drop hits the water.
There's just people and arms and legs and just people flying everywhere.
Sad music.
Like, whee!
It's like one of those little clown cars.
It's a clown car.
Right. They couldn't be more conspicuous.
Margaret on the Merit.
Oh, hey, how are you doing today?
How's the Merit doing right now?
Well, there was an accident on the Merit. Around exit 46, another accident. But you know, I was lucky I came upon it early, I guess. So it was stopped for a while, but now I'm through. But I'm going north. So it's south is another story.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're on the good side.
Yep. So far.
I am. I do the reverse commute.
So far.
So I was thinking from my childhood, we used to have girls' bathrooms, like at school and college. My daughter's in college. It's all gender neutral. So she showers with males and, you know, some of the newer buildings accommodate that, but some of the older buildings don't. They're not really built for that. And where I work, the same thing.
Is that everywhere?
Bathrooms. So I think...
not
everywhere,
not
but
here.
it's moving in that direction. It's moving in that direction.
Yeah, not here.
I'm glad I don't have a kid that's going to school now because I'd have to be engaged in this stuff.
Yep.
It's like, are you kidding me?
Your son has a big cup.
And I wouldn't be able to take. Can you imagine? Like, I remember 7th grade seeing Millie in cut off jean shorts. We were coming out of gym class, and like my body started doing stuff. Like, what's going on here?
Why am I
very nice?
Something's getting tight.
I wouldn't be able to shower in a room with her.
Right.
No. Not good.
When I was in high school, a lot of the bathrooms, the stalls didn't even have doors, and now like there's, you know, all genders can use a bathroom. Like I can't imagine that happening.
The stalls that did have doors might as well not have because the gaps were like 2 feet wide.
Yeah.
You could just see in everything.
Hello.
Right. Hey, Bruce, taking a poop? Yep. Thanks. Appreciate that. Glad you can see me.
I don't think they're 100% comfortable. But that's the way it is. The kids will say, she'll say, Mom, you had girls' bathrooms in your dorms? I'm like, yeah, we did.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you. Joe in Bristol?
Yeah, we used to buy cigarettes off the ice cream truck.
Nice.
That's great.
Ours sold drugs. We wonder why you had a Trans Am. Jack.
What kind of ice cream truck was it?
One of the small ice cream, the old school ice cream trucks.
Well, like the bungalow bar
Where it's
type?
got like the Ford cab.
Yeah, the old, good
the-
humor trucks.
Yeah, the old good humor trucks.
With the big refrigerator in the back.
It's not like the UPS truck modified. It's
Right.
the old ice cream truck.
Yep.
They'd have that little coin belt, too.
Yep.
They give you the chain. Clink, clink,
Get
clink,
a dress
clink,
in
clink,
white.
clink, clink, clink. Yeah.
Yep. The guy had a cap and he had that ring of bells in the front. He'd be pulling on that pulling on the string the entire time while driving.
Right.
And it was a standard. He had a lot going on up there.
There was a lot going on.
There was.
Yeah. And then you got to stop every 10 feet for every moron kid.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why it made him
that's
run.
that was a lot of work.
That's why he made some run. You saw a pack of kids over there. There's one over here. Guess what? You're running after the truck, kid.
It was the best part of the day because, summer vacation.
Yep.
If you lived out in White Hills or you lived anywhere in Connecticut where there wasn't a lot going on,
yep,
you're bored to death. Around 3 o'clock when you hear that ice cream truck, it's like, this breaks up my day in a real good way.
And you heard him streets over, so you knew he was coming.
Right.
So you did the anticipation dance. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh, my God.
I can't wait.
Oh, my God.
I know what I'm going to
have.
Chocolate.
Pop. No,
ice cream sandwich.
No. Razzles. No.
But Joe from Bristol was like, Marlboro Lights, Marlboro Lights, Marlboro Lights, Marlboro Lights.
Camel Unfiltered. Thank you. Here's some Lucky Strikes.
Thank you, Joe. Chris in Westport.
Yeah, BB gun wars.
Nice. Those are fun.
Yeah, it would never fly today.
No, it would not.
People are being arrested for having a BB gun in their car.
Yeah.
Like, it's a BB gun.
Exactly. It might
It's
break
not
the
a real
skin.
gun.
Might break the skin. Tops.
It always made sense when you started with the Daisy 1 pump and then some other kid got, the Crossman, 10 pump action.
The CO2. Once you went to CO2, that was it. Now you're a sniper.
Yeah, and you have a baby gun. You have a baby BB gun.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
There was a television show called
Have a good
SWAT.
morning, guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
And it was all, it was like strategic weapons and tactics or whatever. And it was a
great
it's a police.
show.
It's based on police SWAT.
Yep.
And we would play SWAT, and we all had BB guns. We would take rooftop positions around.
Put your cap on backwards. Yep.
Yeah.
The sharpshooter. Yep.
Yeah.
I was more of a bow and arrow kid. We used to make used to make snowmen and shoot them with the bows and arrows.
A flaming bow and arrow. That's the way to go.
That's not psychotic at all. You killed Frosty.
All right, coming up, more on that nightmare in Norwalk in news.
Channel 3, Bill and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, first alert weather, early fog, then mostly sunny and mild. It'll be a nice day, upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline, 51 now in Cheshire.
Yeah, we're definitely moving slow through Norwalk. Actually closed 95 both directions right now. This is for an earlier accident. It happened about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning involving a fuel truck. So that's on fire actively right now. So that's why we're closed in both directions. It's between exit 15 and 14. Southbound traffic will be diverted off of 16. Northbound traffic off of 13. So all of those secondary roads, the Merritt Parkway, Route 1, and all the local roads in Norwalk expecting heavier than normal volume. Lots of delays. We have a secondary accident actually because of that increased volume. This is on the Merritt Parkway northbound in Fairfield, just before exit 44. It's blocking the left lane, so expect delays there as well. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
nightmare in Norwalk. A horrible accident between a car and a tractor trailer carrying fuel has closed 95 in both directions. Massive flames, plumes of black smoke. Total nightmare of a commute.
Nasty.
Josh Morgan, Connecticut DOT Communications Director, was on earlier.
We're diverting traffic off exit 16 for cars that are heading south. Anyone heading north, we're getting them off exit 13. So if people can take the Merritt, plan some alternate routes, maybe delay their travel if they can this morning. But really, we just need people to plan ahead. It's going to be a lot of traffic.
Can we talk about what happened, or that's really unknown at this point?
It seems like it was a car and a fuel tanker truck. There was a crash, which ignited the tanker right underneath the Stewart Avenue overpass, 95. So that's been burning for a while. Obviously, Stewart Avenue was closed down as well. Some of those local roads. First and foremost, that fire has to get extinguished. The crash scene has to get cleared. And then our bridge evaluation unit is going to be out there to inspect that structure top to bottom. A lot of utilities running across there. So it's going to be a long day for us in terms of cleaning up the highway and then making sure that the infrastructure is safe before it can be reopened. No one likes sitting in traffic. No one likes detours, that's for sure. But that's going to be in place for a good while this morning. So we just need people to be patient out there. Bear with us as we're working to clear this scene and make sure everyone's safe. The fire has to be put out first, right? And then the investigation begins. Yeah, 100%. We're not going to be able to reopen for several hours. It's going to be a lot of work for our experts who are out there. All right, that was Josh Morgan, Connecticut DOT Communications Director, on earlier. Tom G., good friend of the show, retired Stanford fire chief. You've been to a number of these. What has to happen next?
Yeah, good morning. Hey, listen, this is a pretty big deal, like you heard, because first you have to take care of the fire part of it. Hopefully there were no injuries and everybody got out of there before it started going. Usually these tanker trucks have some safety measures that would minimize this, but depending on the accident, sometimes those safety measures get compromised and you start to get fluid leaks.
See those flames? Big flames.
I did not. I haven't seen it, but if it's it's 10,000 gallons if the load is full, and if it's gasoline, it's going to be extra special. As you know, gasoline is highly volatile. It could be other stuff, but usually it's gas going up and down the turnpike. And from the fire aspect, you're going to need a lot of water. You're going to have to set safety zones in case the thing blows. There are indicators if it's going to blow. Unless the tank is ruptured, then all those indicators are gone and you just have product on the ground. You have to be cognizant of the runoff because it'll go into the local waterways and do a lot of damage there. So you try to block that off or dike it and, build up little dams around it so it doesn't do that. You've got the traffic nightmare, which will make it so to get further assets up there, if you need additional water and other machines and manpower, it'll make it extremely difficult to get up there. If at all, you may have to go the wrong way in a highway, or sometimes we used to have the crews walk up, drop them off on the side of the highway and we'd walk our way in. Foam may be required, or most likely be required if it's a flammable liquid, and probably in copious amounts. They're probably already possibly calling other fire departments. Like we used to work with Norwalk hand in hand. Maybe giving a shout to us or other places. Hey, how much foam you got on hand, because we got something big. And what the foam does, it not only helps put out the fire, it suppresses, and it does it by suppressing the vapors. So we keep a nice layer on top of the whole mess. There's no vapors, and if there's no vapors,
can't ignite.
There's no fire.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm looking at camera 26 right now. It looks like the fire's out.
Yeah. And I just read on the FSB, no injuries reported.
That's great news. So now they have the flammable vapors they have to worry about. So they're going to have to constantly keep those covered depending on the situation, because now that the fire is out, now you just have vapors that can reignite, and they could boom when they reignite. So you have to keep them covered. Then you're going to have to arrange for a cleanup company to come out, and it's going to be a big deal. A lot of vac trucks, a lot of expertise to get this off the road. And at the same time, as you heard from the DOT guy, now you have the infrastructure issue too. Because, unfortunately, like we had in Bridgeport, what was it, 10, 15 years ago, remember, underneath the overpass?
Yeah.
Yeah, shut down 95 and they bypassed us. Oh, that was great going to work.
Yeah.
But once again, now they have utilities up there. They have, Norwalk has a lot of crossovers that are kind of vital to the city to get people moving through it. So that's could be compromised if it burned long enough. So it's a big mess, and the fire department has to work with DOT, and at some point in time, the fire department will back out and they'll hand it over to the reigning agency. Probably going to be DOT's probably going to coordinate all this afterwards. It's a big mess.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm not commuting to Stanford anymore.
Yeah, no kidding. It looks like the fire's out. So the DOT spokesperson said, they'll check that bridge. That would allow them to at least open up northbound. Southbound looks like it's going to be bad for a while. Yeah. No fatalities, which is great. Yep. Also means
that's great.
No long investigation. The investigation will be pretty quick. Then they can clear that. And then,
get things moving.
What would you say? You didn't see the flames, but man, that was cooking for a while and the flames were high. It did look like gas. Do you think there'll be like road damage there that will have to be repaired before it could open up?
It's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible. It depends on how long the flames impacted the underneath of the bridge. If they got that steel hot enough to weaken it or change it, and that'll be picked up by the engineers, then that thing will most likely have to be partially closed all the way, supported like they did in Bridgeport. I think they supported it for a while. So it's hard to tell until you get eyes on it, but the eyes can't get on it until the hazard is taken care of.
Right.
And like I said, that's cleanup companies, and fire department and cleanup companies. They'll be standing watch over it for vapors, flammable vapors, but the cleanup company will come in probably with a ton of vac trucks. I don't know if there's anything left in the tanker. They have to offload the tanker if there's anything left. But a lot of times in these accidents, the valves, as you see going on, that whole bunch of valves underneath.
Yeah.
If those get sheared off, there's safeties to stop it from coming. But if it gets sheared off the right way, actually, they're welded and rips out the bottom of the tank. And some of the tanks are sectioned. Usually they're sectioned, but sometimes not. Usually they have unleaded gas and regular gas and the in-between gas that they charge you too much for in different sections. On
I think those trucks have all one kind of gas, and they just charge us different prices.
Yep, that's my suspicion too. Let me have the 94.
Yeah, my car does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay the extra 25 cents for the 3 octane.
All right, Tom. Thanks for the update. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Always a pleasure to talk to you guys.
Yeah, you are not retired. We're going to keep you busy. Tom T, live from Florida.
He's like, let me change my phone number.
Yeah, exactly.
Living the dream.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Tom. Former chief in Stanford.
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera looks, you could tell the camera's been through hell.
Yeah.
Because all the other cameras you could just see clearly.
Right.
And this camera 26, for the at the accident site, it's been through hell. It's like all fuzzy and
it has a cough.
It's probably got from everything burning.
Yep.
Just that haze.
The gook, yep.
And then just from all the spray.
Right.
You could tell it needs a little.
Yep. It needs a vacation.
Clean this lens off.
Needs a vacation.
Yeah.
It does look like maybe they have sprayed foam or something there.
Yeah.
Someone spilled their beer.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Back to That Wouldn't Fly today.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk to Jimmy Koplik in a few minutes. Chaz and AJ in the morning. Andrea and Waterbury.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good
Thanks
morning.
for the show every day. You have me laughing so much lately. I love my train rides listening to you.
Thank you.
I remember the 70s as a kid and certain like American cars like Dodge, Chevys and all. And there were so many kids and we were going to the pool or the beach or whatever. We would feel
Damn it.
There was no.
We can't hang up on her. She complimented us.
We missed so much what you said. You just started clicking it out.
Yeah. I think it has to do with We have a bad cell connection, Andrea. Sorry. Thank you for the kind words.
Yes.
I think she was talking about seatbelts.
Right.
Car seats and seatbelts.
Yep. Some even have locking buckets. Remember those?
I don't remember being in a car seat ever.
Right.
Not that I would, but
yeah.
I don't even know if we had them back then. Did we have car seats back then?
I did. I was 27.
I think Mom was the car seat back then.
Yes, she was. Or your grandma.
Carlos in Fairfield.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you today?
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. I would like to say I think being on the other end of a parent with a belt wouldn't fly these days with DCF on them.
Oh, that wouldn't fly.
Yep.
Oh, that wouldn't fly.
Well, it kept our ass in line, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. These kids got it good these days.
Rubber roll your boat.
Rubber roll your boat.
Gently down the street.
Gently down the street.
Merrily, fly with dream.
Merrily, fly with dream.
Don't think we're getting to anything serious here.
No.
I don't even think for a minute.
Nope.
All right. Actually, Jimmy Koplik's coming up. Which shows are included in the $25 concert ticket week deal?
Nice.
Which ones? He has the list coming up.
Channel 3, Bill and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, First Alert Weather, early fog, then mostly sunny and mild today. Upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline, 49 now in Bethany.
And yeah, let's go to Norwalk where we are still closed. 95 both directions between exit 15 and 14 closed because of an earlier accident involving a fuel truck that was on fire. Looks like the fire might be out, but it's still going to be a long time before there is any reopening of that roadways. So southbound traffic 95 will be diverted off at exit 16, northbound at exit 13. All secondary roadways extremely busy with increased volume. That'll be the Post Road, of course, the Merritt Parkway, and we do have an accident heading northbound on the Merritt Parkway. That's in Fairfield just before exit 44. Unfortunately, blocking the left lane, so massive delays reported there. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
I want to talk about Crane Works.
Yes.
It's Crane Works with a K.
Yes.
So if you need anything that involves picking up,
lifting,
putting down,
put it down,
lift it up,
lift
put it down,
put it down
lift
here, lift it,
here,
do it,
put
now.
it there.
Put it down now.
Air conditioning units on a roof, building a building with the steel beams.
Yeah.
Bringing, if you're a carpenter, you're just bringing the, stuff up to the,
piano.
Do I sound like I'm talking? Make out my ass.
I like the hand movements.
Moving my hand. The stuff is over here.
Right.
And then a crane picks it up
and puts it there.
And puts it over here.
Nice.
A lot of times with these things, you open up your book on Monday and say, "Oh man, we're putting those things up on the roof on Tuesday." I need a crane. Crane Works.
Who do I call? Crane Works.
Chris and his team at Crane Works with a K.
Yes.
I met this guy a few years ago. He's friends of friends, and just standing there, and we stood and talked for probably an hour.
Okay.
So easy to talk to.
Nice.
Just a really super smart guy.
Regular guy.
Really down-to-earth guy.
Yes.
And he loves what he does. So
Good.
HVAC, contractors, carpenters, masons, roofers, excavators. If you need something heavy picked up, Chris and his team will do it for you.
Yes.
It's Crane Works with a K. And you should give them a shot because not only can they do that, but they have storage facilities. So
Nice.
if you have HVAC units coming in, you're like, I don't know where we're going to put these.
Yeah.
We're not ready to hoist them up yet.
They got you covered.
What am I going to do with all these anvils?
What am I going to do with them?
Right.
What am I going to do with all these pianos?
All these coconuts.
They'll store your stuff until you're ready.
Nice.
And then they'll bring the stuff over and then they'll put it where you want it.
Boom.
Crane Works with a K. Look them up.
Yep. The K. Frameworks.
There should be a website here, you would think.
Someone picked up and lifted.
It's Crane Works with a K. CraneWorksInc.com.
Yes.
ever want to take your conversation from off the air to on the air?
Always.
I think we'll pass today.
Okay.
Jimmy Koplik, Live Nation Concert God on the show. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll continue off the air later.
Yes.
So before we get into this concert week, which is amazing.
Yes.
You're not getting out of Stanford today.
No.
Why?
Oh, you haven't heard.
Big boom boom.
No.
There was a massive accident.
Yep.
In Norwalk. And both directions closed right now, 95.
Yep.
Oh, really?
So call your people and tell them you're working from home today.
Exactly.
The DOT actually just gave an update. They are not planning to reopen before noon at best.
Nice.
It's going to be closed the entirety of the morning.
Got Jeff, Jimmy.
Well, I normally take the Merit, but I imagine the Merit must be a mess.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. All the spillovers are messy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Well, I'm already dressed and ready to go.
Oh.
Well, I need a helicopter.
Right.
Well, maybe what you do, call Axel Rose.
Call Axel.
Yeah, he owes you one.
He owes you one.
He should call one for me. He owes me one.
That's
right.
what I mean.
Yeah.
He owes you one. He should call.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? He calls one, it'll be late.
It's true. It's your next Tuesday. Damn it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Wow.
Yeah. Surprise.
Well, what would be interesting is if you got in your car now, get on the cell, get in your car,
right,
and then we'll do the whole segment, you in the car, and we'll start in your driveway, and then by the end of the segment at 9 o'clock, it'll be like, well, I'm at my stop sign now.
Right. I'm at the end of my block.
All right, so just to update you, you'll probably be home today.
Right.
Okay, well, thank you very much for telling me.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Try and help.
All right, so yesterday, actually, during the show, we had breaking news that Live Nation announced its concert week, $25 tickets on sale May 8th through the 14th.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes. Which is, like I said yesterday, next week is the week to buy your season's worth of concert tickets.
Cool.
Right.
Because at $25 all in, you can't beat it.
One-stop shop. Yep.
Now, that doesn't include taxes, and you mentioned yesterday that only Bridgeport has taxes.
Right.
Yes. Only the city of Bridgeport has a 5% tax. The state doesn't, and none of the other cities that we do concerts in has taxes. I don't think any other city in the state of Connecticut has a tax other than Bridgeport, which I will work on getting rid of.
When you look at this list, this is awesome. Not every show is on this list.
Okay.
And who determines who's on the list, who's not on the list?
The artist.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to be on the list. Okay, you're on the list.
I don't think people say it like that enthusiastically.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
Put us on the list.
We'll do it.
Okay.
But then there are those who won't be on the list.
Right.
Yeah, there are certain shows. I mean, obviously Neil Young's not on the list because Neil Young is sold out. There are a number of shows that are sold out that obviously aren't on the list, or shows that are near sold out that aren't on the list. And then there's some artists that just don't want to be on the list.
Oh.
They don't want to give discounts.
Like who?
Yeah.
Well, you have to ask them.
Can you allude?
I'll have to ask them.
Who in the past?
Well, I don't want to get into that.
I got you.
I want to keep working with these people.
I'm with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Toyota.
But people know who it is because they've never been on the list. And they come almost every year. These
right.
Right.
If you're a fan of a group and they've never been on this list, then you know.
Exactly.
No, we go to every artist and ask them to be on the list, even if they only put 100 tickets on or something like that. It would be nice. And 95% of them are on the list, which is nice. But every once in a while, you get one that doesn't want to be on the list. And for many times, it's a good reason.
Right.
There are no tickets left.
Right. I'll go through some of the highlights from the venues in Connecticut. Toyota Oakdale Theater in Wallingford. Bill Maher, Happy Together, Dweezil Zappa, and many more. Never heard of them.
Right.
We're only announcing some earlier, and as time goes on, we will announce more Oakdale shows and more other shows. These are not the only shows.
Oh, cool.
We're rolling them out in waves.
Nice.
For $25 a week?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, so this list will expand?
Oh.
Yes, it will.
So I don't have the master list of all the shows.
Like my waistline.
For $25 a week.
No, nor do I. Because we're
Huh.
still working on it.
Gotcha.
Huh.
Well, that is pretty cool.
Well, we'd have to know by the 7th.
Yes, you have to know by the 7th.
Cool.
And we will know everything, but hopefully by Monday.
Nice.
Well, Monday is when it starts, right? When is
I
the
think
8th?
No,
The 8th is
the
Wednesday.
8th is next Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, so knowing Monday would be great.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right. Xfinity Theater in Hartford. Alanis Morissette. New Kids on the Block. Janet Jackson.
You didn't want to say Hootie and the Blowfish, huh?
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Just say it. He's waiting. Dramatic pause.
I looked at New Kids on the Block and I thought, I wonder if Jimmy has any New Kids on the Block stories.
Right.
Actually, the only story I have on New Kids on the Block was back in 1990 up in Saratoga. I did them, and Donnie from New Kids walked off, did a Peter Frampton type thing, and fell off the stage, and we had to bring him to the hospital.
He fell off.
Yeah, fell off the stage. We had to bring him to the hospital. He had a broken rib, just like Peter did.
Whoops. Fell off.
I don't even know if that's a New Kids song.
Whatever. It's funny.
Sounds like one, though.
Who cares?
Good enough.
Every one. He fell off. Baby. Love the way he tested gravity.
The stretcher people danced him off.
He busted a move and broke a rib. I mean, how terrible.
No, we're not making fun of him. He's fine.
He's fine now.
Living a good life.
He's probably laughing too.
So Xfinity Theater Hartford, we mentioned a few shows, Hootie and the Blowfish, Leonard Skinner, ZZ Top, Hartford Healthcare Amphitheater in Bridgeport. This is, we're talking about the concert week, $25 all in. James Taylor, Deep Purple with Yes, Chicago and Earth, Wind and Fire, Stray Cats, Beach Boys, Tedeschi Trucks Band, Killer Queen, Doobie Brothers, 311.
Damn.
Hailstorm, Britt Floyd. Pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We like it because it gets people in front of the, we always feel that artists, concerts in a sense are tribal. The more people there, the more fun people have.
Yeah.
This gets more people there. This also opens up our business to a new clientele that really can't afford our crazy ticket prices.
Oh, so me. Hey, I can see AJ again. Look at that.
we understand ticket prices are high, and this is something that probably no other business does. And we bring it way down.
Nice.
I mean, some of these ticket prices are 90% discounted.
Wow.
Really?
Damn.
Like who?
James Taylor.
James Taylor.
Ooh, that is so cool.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that there are James Taylor tickets available.
Well, it's 2 shows. That's why.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We've already sold that equal to more than 1 show. So it's 2 shows.
Oh.
And he is very interested in the public, very pro-public. So when we went to James, we were so surprised how quickly he said yes.
Cool. He's singing. Yes. Yes. It'd be funny if he sang it. Come on.
Okay.
Fine. My own head is funny.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Jimmy Koplik, Live Nation on the show, calling your concert questions. Does he have anything else?
Right.
There's something in there. We got to get it out of him.
We know.
203-882-9757. Plus, a band said they might do a reunion. We'll ask Jimmy about that.
Cool.
Jimmy Koplik, Live Nation. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. He gets asked every time he's on, and we just played AC/DC, so we might as well ask him.
Go for it.
Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox, Jimmy Koplik, Live Nation on the show. AC/DC, any word?
No word at all.
None.
Although the rumor I keep hearing is 2025.
Nice.
Oh.
2025.
If they came to Connecticut, where would you try to get them to play?
I think they'd play stadiums. So and I don't think they would play a stadium as small as Rentschler, so I doubt they'd play.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Go find them right now, damn it. Get over here.
Huh. How's Rentschler going? Any progress?
It's going well, but, it's a small stadium. It's only 30,000 seats. So, most stadiums are 50 to 60,000 seats. So it will always be a problem getting shows there. We just don't have a big enough stadium to put a lot of stadium shows in.
Maybe some folding chairs are good.
So you sound less enthusiastic than you did when we were talking about it initially. Have you been reaching out to bands and getting a not so warm reaction?
No, not yet. We haven't reached out for bands. It's it's very expensive. Costs in the Northeast are much higher than costs in the South and things like that. And whether it be rentals, and everything like that. So it's tough. If we do it, we're gonna have to charge a little higher ticket prices if we do it. But we're really at the beginning stages of it,
right?
Because right now we're working on summer 2024, not summer 2025.
I saw Bruce and the Stones at Rentschler.
Really nice.
Those are two great shows.
Two of the four artists.
Iconic shows.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely right.
Damn.
Right. We only had Bruce, the Police. Two Bruces, the Police, and the Stones. That was it.
I haven't seen the Stones yet. I'm running out of Stones, apparently. Not as many Stones left.
I saw Bruce night one of the two nights, and he played all deep cuts.
Nice. Oh.
Right.
Did you want deep cuts?
So I went on there that morning and bitched and complained and cried like a little baby.
You screamed.
And music critics were saying all the same things. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
The next night he comes out, plays all hits.
When you're not there.
Yeah.
That's even worse. It's like, you know what? No. The second batch should get it too.
No, this is why if you're a Bruce fan and he's camping out for 2 nights, you go both nights. He's going to get, to him, that's one show.
Yeah.
You're coming, and we're going to go deep, and then we're going to do all that. This is the end of the show.
Right.
It's one long show, 2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had him on Friday, April 12th at Mohegan Sun. And then I had him April 15th in Albany and then April 18th up at Syracuse. He changed 8 songs.
Really?
In his set between those 3 shows.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can do that. You're the boss.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
You get to hear, if you go to multiple shows, like you said, you get to hear more songs, which is what you always want to do.
That's why he has such a following.
Yep.
You're not seeing the same show.
Ever. Yeah.
Like snowflakes.
Yeah, he tried really hard. He was doing the sign thing for a while. He was just picking people out of the crowd. They were just like, hey, play this. He's like, okay.
Right. And it would be a cover.
It wouldn't even be his song.
Yeah, he would just look at the band and he would do, how many songs does he have the words stored in his head?
Right.
Right. Now he's doing Australian throat singing.
Chris and I don't know where you are. It's just Chris.
Chris. Wherever you are, Chris.
Jimmy, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are the Rolling Stones coming to Oakdale?
No, they're not. No, they're
You
not.
sound like a Muppet.
No, they're not
In a
coming
good
out.
way.
You're funny.
In a good way. In a good way.
No, but you know that, right?
You got kind of that cartoon character
It's
voice.
a cartoony voice.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like it.
Thank you.
All right.
He didn't like it.
I was just wondering if the Rolling Stones were coming to Oakdale, because I found out from the website that they have good songs.
Well, we know they have good songs.
Okay.
Wait, you heard on the website that the Rolling Stones has good songs?
I'm working on your logic here.
Yeah, yeah. I was playing one of them last night, and they have really good songs, and I like their music.
Oh, yeah, they're fantastic, right?
Yeah, they're too big to play the Oakdale.
Yeah.
They're touring now, so you'll see a lot of them on social media. They sound great. I think they're both like almost 80, if not 80.
They are 80, yeah. Ron Wood's the young one. He's 76.
Right.
Yeah, he's the kid.
No, you look them up. If you like their music, look them up.
Look them up.
I've heard of these Rolling Stones.
right.
Yeah. No, good for you, Chris.
Because I used to have them on CD. I don't even know where the CD is now.
Yeah.
Check the floor.
Well, luckily you can get a lot of this stuff in your phone now.
Yeah.
Chris, I got to go, but thank you for calling.
Yeah, man.
I will say the set list, Chris is right. The set list is really great. If you go on setlist.com and you can see all the artists' set lists, I'm following Neil Young's set list right now.
Yeah.
And see what he changes them every night, Neil Young also.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but the Stones set list is really great. Yeah, they opened up in Houston a few days ago.
Nice.
They sound great.
Yeah.
So they do have great songs.
No sign of
Yeah,
stopping.
they have a couple of good songs.
A couple.
Jimmy, when they played your 40th birthday party at Toad's Place, which made news around the world, what was the first song? Do you remember?
It's the same first song that they're starting this set with, which is Start Me Up.
Start Me Up.
It could have been Happy Birthday, damn it.
No, they did that to me very nicely when they gave me the $10,000 check at the end of the night. They didn't
Happy
need to
birthday.
sing. They sang me a little happy birthday down in the dressing room.
Wow.
And then gave me a real happy birthday with the check.
The check.
Oh, it was cake.
Is this it from Toads? It's insane. I still, decades later,
Who'da thunk
I
it?
just can't comprehend it.
Who'da
You know?
thunk? Yeah.
Jimmy, you're like king of the world at this point, right? It's your 40th birthday, and here's the Rolling Stones
Mac
on
Daddy,
stage
big
at
time.
Toads.
Yep.
Yes, there are very few things I remember 35 years later, and I do remember this.
Yes.
And you introduced them with Mike.
With Big Mike.
And was it Brian? Like, did you guys, you could only say 5 words.
No, Brian was working the show.
Okay.
He was doing all the work, Brian.
Right.
No, what they did is they said very simply, please welcome the Rolling Stones, and which is the 5 words, and they wanted me to do it because it was my birthday, but I loved Mike, and I said to Mike, why don't you start off with please welcome, and I'll say the Rolling Stones, so we could both have the enjoyment of introducing them.
Nice. Shared.
That's great.
Always good to share.
Do you, Phil, on that song, is that in the beginning?
No.
Damn
This
it.
doesn't pick up from there,
I do
unfortunately.
believe we've played it before.
We played the intro he did for Chicago. I know that. We got to introduce Chicago. I don't know that we've heard that one.
I think you're right. I think we did hear me and Mike introduce.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me try again.
We're going to keep looking.
Phil's still on paternity leave.
He
That's
is.
why
He is.
His
He's
brain's
looking
there, still there.
Got plenty of snacks, though.
Phil, I just want to know how you changed diapers for so long.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
If you don't get the new one on quickly, they just start going again.
Wait until the baby goes to solids. That's a whole treat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you pull that diaper down, it's like...
Right. You actually hear
Because right now, the food looks like it coming out, going in, it's all the same.
Yeah, you'll hear the foghorn.
Once the solids start.
There is so much discussion about color, consistency, frequency. Like I've never talked about poop more in my life.
3 words: outdoors, garden hose.
Sometimes that's all you want to do. I'm telling you. It's like, let's just go dunk this kid in a pool somewhere.
Just run to the
Jimmy,
car wash.
how old were your kids when you turned 40?
One was 12 and one was 8.
Okay. So you were way out of diapers.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying because, Jimmy was living this life when he was having children, where he'd be with, Billy Joel or Aerosmith or whoever, Led Zeppelin, and then he'd go home and it's like, I got to change a freaking diaper right now.
Why'd they give me chocolate cake?
I was just partying with Steven Tyler backstage, and now I'm changing his diaper.
Humbled.
The worst is when you're taking the old one off and it's all full of stuff. And he's mad, right? He doesn't like being naked. And then all of a sudden, here comes the baby foot right in the center of the diaper. And you just hear like the... And you're like, come on! No!
The stamp of approval.
Karen in New Haven, what's your question for Jimmy Koplik?
Our OAR, are they going to be around anytime soon?
Yes, I think
thought I saw them.
Yeah, I think aren't they in Bridgeport this summer? Why do I think they're in Bridgeport this summer? I don't have the whole schedule.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think they're in Bridgeport. Are they with Slightly Stupid? Oh, no, that's Dirty As.
that was me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dirty Diapers.
No stupid.
All right, I'll look for them. Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I remember seeing them. I can't
forget it.
I can't put it.
Can't quite place it.
Connect
I'll
that
research it.
right now. Okay, thank you.
Where put the?
Oh,
Thanks. Bye.
hold on, Ruth.
July 21st
Where?
at the AMP.
At the amp. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, Ruth.
At least someone has it together. Here.
Thanks, Ruth. Thanks, Ruth. Channel 3, Bill and Associates, Public Insurance Adjusters, first alert weather. Get some early fog out there. The mostly sunny, mild, upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline. 49 now, North Haven.
Well, not great news out of Norwalk. We are still closed 95 both directions between exits 15 and 14. This is because of an accident that happened between 5:30 and 6 a.m. Involving a fuel truck that was on fire for a long time. The DOT just announced within the last 20, 25 minutes that is not going to be reopened until at least afternoon. So this entire morning, you can expect that area to be closed. You're going to be diverted off at exit 16 if you're heading southbound 95, diverted off of exit 13 if you're heading northbound 95. All of the residual and auxiliary roads experiencing very heavy delays. We have another accident. This is 15 northbound, still dealing with that in Fairfield. Just before exit 44, it's blocking the left lane, so heavy delays there, and we are cleared. Thankfully, this one happened quickly, cleared quickly in Waterbury 84 westbound, just around exit 21. This traffic report brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic. Animals that you want in your house are your pets, but wildlife this time of year are going to try to get in. If you have an issue with pests, then you have a solution waiting for you at Cat's Eye Pest Control. Schedule a free inspection appointment right now. catseyepest.com. My name is Phil. Cat's Eye saved me a lot of headache after mice made it into my attic space. Quickly identifying the entry point, sealing that off so that they could not get back in, and then clearing and treating the space that was affected. For homeowners that want to keep the mice and rodents out, you can ask them about the Platinum Home Protection Program. This is a year-round preventative service designed to keep your home free of pests. Each home is different, so each program is specialized for you, your home, and the pests that you are most concerned about. Everything from ants, bees, mice, rats, and other common insects like spiders, flies, beetles, and centipedes, all covered under the Platinum program, where the goal is to stop the pests before they get in. You'll also have access to your own support team with a customer service rep and pest management technician assigned to your account year-round, no matter the season. Cat's Eye will be there to protect your home from pests. catseyepest.com.
Jimmy Koplik, Live Nation is on. We're getting questions for Jimmy over the phone, 203-882-9757. They're also texting that number, questions. And someone asked, what does Jimmy think of David Gilmour picking Roger Waters' birthday for his new album release date?
Wow.
There you go. Wow.
That's his reaction.
Wow.
I wonder if it was on purpose, is what I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I do too.
Because now you can't scroll through the Pink Floyd sites and social media things and just see happy birthday.
Right.
It's like, you hear David's new album?
Oh, my God.
Isn't that, it's so good.
We'll get back together.
It's like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yep, you bastard. You bastard.
Well, I don't think they get along. Otherwise, I would think they would get back together for one last tour.
Yeah.
If I could put a 0% on that, I would.
Yep.
I don't think it's ever happening.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's a combination of, I think, how they get along in age.
It's the day after Hell Freezes Over, actually.
Well, there was a lot there. That fight was brutal.
Yeah.
The fight over the name took a lot out of them.
Yep, it did.
But then also, they're just two different people.
Yeah.
You know?
And they got things
and they're
going on.
both independently wealthy.
Yes. I don't need you. Good heavens.
Lincoln Park considering a reunion tour with a new female vocalist. Jimmy, have you heard anything? And
I heard that was a possibility also, and I heard inside the business that it was a possibility. And from what I hear, if they do get back together, they're going to end up playing stadiums.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Who are they opening for?
Like, yeah, as part of what group?
Would you put them in a stadium, or where would you put them?
I would put them at Mohegan Sun.
Nice. Yeah.
Or I'd put them at Xfinity, one of the two.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's have we been asking for a reunion?
No. That'd be good.
I ran into that problem with the Jay Giles band back in the late 90s when everybody would call the radio show that I was on at the time, are they ever getting back together? And then when they did get back together and I put them into Xfinity on a Saturday night and only 4,000 people showed up, I realized the only people that cared about it were the people calling my radio show.
Right.
Radio show. That was it. Nobody else cared. So hard to judge that. Very hard to judge that. I find that the reunions that work best are the reunions of artists that have already played stadiums because the demand is there. They were once enormous.
Yeah.
Right.
Or once enormous.
I remember when the Police got back together and did those shows, it was insane.
People were begging for that reunion.
Tickets were going on sale for $1,200.
Right.
Well, they were going on sale for $1,200.
Sorry,
that
yes,
suggests
resale.
that I was pricing.
You're right.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy didn't put them on for 12.
Bad Phil. Bad Phil.
Don't get me any more trouble than I get in, please.
That's fair.
No help.
I went to Billy Joel Friday, Jimmy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was awesome. You know, there's something just very correct about hearing New York State of Mind, Piano Man, in Scenes from Italian Restaurant in New York City.
Yeah. Meant to be.
Sold
That's
out
great.
at Madison
That's great.
Square Garden on a Friday night.
Yeah.
It was family night, so his daughter Alexa came out, sang a song. And then Billy, because Alexa's there, that means Christy's there.
Yep.
Christy's there. He sung Uptown Girl.
Yep.
Isn't that nice? That's
Yeah.
great. I'll be going next Thursday.
Nice.
Mark in Stratford.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy, how about John Cafferty and the Beaver Brook Band? They
Beaver
play
Brown.
around anywhere?
Beaver Brown at Brook.
Yeah, no, they do still play
Did you
around.
say Beaver Brook Band?
Yes, they've been demoted.
Beaver Brook?
They're in the stream
Brown
now.
Band.
Well, you know.
There's a lot of good fishing there.
Yeah, it makes sense. Beavers like brooks. I get it.
Exactly. The dam.
Can
Well,
you get them into Can you get them into Hartford?
Well, I think they would play Toad's Place, so we'll look to put them into Toad's. I do hear they're back together again, which is nice.
Cool.
Were they ever not together?
I saw a couple of tour dates. They got like 4 going right now, but they're nowhere in Connecticut.
They never broke up, but they stopped really doing regular tours. But now I think they're doing regular tours again. So they would do really well at Toad's. Great bar band, no question.
And Big Mike at Toad's, when you had Bruce at the New Haven Coliseum, would book John Cafferty at Toad's Place because he knew Bruce and John had a relationship.
It was a lure.
That is correct. Or he would book Southside Johnny at Toad's because of Bruce, and he would find out who Bob Seger liked, and he'd put that band on at Toad's, and he was really bright.
That's
He was
crafty.
smart. Yeah,
That's crafty.
He was really smart.
You got to admire that.
When you go into Toad's Place and you look up at the pictures of the artists who have performed there, you see the Rolling Stones, of course.
Yep.
You see Bruce Springsteen. That's how Bruce Springsteen got there. It wasn't like he started in 1972 and like played Toad's Place when they first opened.
Nope.
It was.
He was lured.
He went there and just you're there at a Southside or a Beaver Brown show, and then here's Bruce Springsteen.
And how cool is that?
Friggin' nuts.
Yep.
It's nuts.
No, and it was also nuts because we had regularly scheduled shows of artists that were selling out stadiums that played Toad's at that time. Billy Joel played 2 nights at Toad's.
That's right.
And he was a stadium act when he was doing that. And Bon Jovi played Toad's, same thing. Bob Dylan played Toad's, same thing. All when they were very big, not when they're starting. That's what's great about Toad's.
Yeah.
It's really something. Very special place. We're very lucky to have it.
It's a gem. It really is.
Let's see. I have a question here. Will Foo Fighters ever play Connecticut again? That's Sophia from Brantford.
I believe they will.
Gene Simmons Band be touring in the States.
You know, I just saw that he was going out on his own.
Yeah.
Which surprised me. I have not been offered any shows yet. If we do, we would certainly book Gene. No question about it.
Henry in New Britain wants to know, any updates for the Eagles in Connecticut?
No updates. They're over in Europe touring right now, and the rumor is they're going to play the Sphere, is the rumor I hear.
Ooh. The big egg.
Seeing how Ruth is wearing a Billy Idol shirt today, this is texted into us. Any plans for Billy Idol to come to Connecticut?
Hopefully in the fall at Mohegan Sun.
Nice. He was great the last time.
LJ and Cromwell?
Yep, how you guys doing? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Timmy, I was wondering about Lindsay Sterling.
Me too. I don't know who she is.
This is Sterling's kid.
Oh, really? She's a violinist. She's been around forever.
She's playing. She's playing Mohegan Sun.
Is that the one that plays the rock songs on violin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got her own music. She writes, she produces, she does everything.
Nice.
She's awesome as hell to watch.
Now she's coming to Mohegan Sun. Did you hear that?
Yeah, when?
You want me to do everything for you?
Of course I do. That's what happens.
Yeah, Google her name, Mohegan Sun. It'll come right up. Boom.
It's August 15th.
Hey.
August
It is
15th.
August 15th.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Jimmy, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate you.
You got it, guys.
All right, Jimmy Koplik, everyone.
Bye, Jimmy.
Well, I have never said this ever in my long broadcasting career. Up next, a Russian spy.
Oh. Channel 3, Bill and Associates, public insurance adjusters, first alert weather. I got some early fog, the most sunny, mild today. Upper 70s inland, upper 60s shoreline, 51 now in Guilford.
All right, accident about 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. Still has 95 closed both directions in Norwalk between exits 15 and 14. The DOT just announced about 45 minutes ago they are not planning to reopen those roads this morning at all. So afternoon at best. We are looking at southbound traffic being diverted off exit 16 and 95, and northbound traffic will be diverted off exit 13. Expect all those other roads, the Merritt Parkway, Boston Post Road, and all auxiliary roads around Norwalk to be heavier than normal with volume and traffic. Right now in Fairfield, that incident thankfully has finally been cleared. That was northbound just before exit 44 had been blocking the left lane. 2 cars involved in a crash there. Still, unfortunately, dealing with delays about 45 minutes getting through. This traffic report brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
in Norwalk continues. A horrible accident between a car and a tractor trailer carrying fuel is closed 95 in both directions, and DOT saying that's not going to change anytime soon.
Yikes.
I was texted by the state police, no injuries. And so I texted back, tell me if this is stupid. Fatalities? ? Like, yeah, no injuries,
Right.
but
Did someone die?
did someone die?
Yeah.
Two separate things.
Two separate things.
Right.
And she texted back, no injuries.
Nice.
Like, dummy.
Right. like get out of the car, follow the pen. Yeah, don't move your head.
Right. Like, I just confirming, that's all. I don't
Yeah.
want to say everyone's fine and, well, there was no injuries, but one person was dead.
Right.
So.
Are you a dope?
Right. So I'm not going to be any kind of a spy anytime soon.
No.
Clearly and certainly not a sex spy.
No.
We have one on, a former Russian sex spy right now.
Hey.
Aliia Roza. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Kentucky. Thank you for having me.
I'm a little conflicted because, you know, you're a sex spy, so of course I'm a guy. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
But you were doing it for the Russians, so I feel kind of like, yeah, you're kind of the enemy.
Kind of, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Your dad and grandfather were in the military. Then at 18, you were chosen out of 350 students to participate in a top secret program. What was the program?
The program actually called Sexpionage.
Oh,
So that's why
Sexpionage.
it's a
okay.
To have sex with moose and squirrel.
Exactly. Yes.
Sexpionage.
With targets.
Man.
Check you out.
I gotta tell you, I hear your accent and I see your picture. I'm like, yeah, I could see how people would buckle.
Exactly. Right. I'll tell
Like,
you anything.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell you anything right now. Go for it.
All right, so it's if the program's sexpionage, and then you're, are you learning fight skills, self-defense skills, but also sex skills, or is it all just this is how to get information out of dudes?
Well, mostly psychological skills like manipulation, persuasion, seduction, programming, anchoring through sex as well, and also, of course, sex techniques like oral sex techniques, you know, like different positions, whatever, like different stuff, fetishes, and yeah. So you learn the whole thing about psychology of man, what they like, what they don't like, what you should do, what you shouldn't.
Right.
I have 8,000 questions now.
Right. The coach picker.
Male or female instructors?
Female instructors, but you should have practice on your colleagues and male teachers.
Oh. You know how much money you can make off of these tapes of the instruction sessions?
just the story alone.
Because you'd have the people who want to learn these things, and then you'd have the pervs. You'd have everybody.
Yeah, but you do the interrogation.
You'd have everyone.
Interrogation techniques and talk slowly.
You know, like they actually tape everything, and this calls compromise. So when you have like some blackmailing evidences recorded on the video, so I guess it was taped anyway.
Oh, all right. So that's part. So how long was this course before? And was there a graduation?
Right.
And then you're out in the field.
Do you wear a robe for it?
Right. That's exactly. So I was there for a year. Then I had to go and practice in my department, which was against. I was in the department such as something like DEA. So I would infiltrate criminal gangs trafficking heroin from Afghanistan or human trafficking. So I would do that. So I would infiltrate like those organizations. So I was working after the military academy. I was working there. And after the last mission, I had to leave. So that's all I'm saying in the podcast to die for, so you can listen to it.
Right. Yeah, she has a podcast, and she's got like 1 million followers.
Yeah.
It's called To Die For, which is a great... I'm surprised no one had that name. It's
Seriously.
a great name.
Well, the one guy did, but he died.
Aliia Roza is on, former Russian sex spy, now living in the U.S., and is a certified sex and seduction coach.
Wow. When's class?
Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
All right. So this class was a year long. Part of it is sex techniques, positions, whatnot. You said part of it was psychological. How long was that part? And what did you learn about guys? That's like, here are 3 things every guy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
We're pigs.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so it was about a year, right? So we studied mostly, if we go about like and speak about the sex espionage program, so it was about mostly psychological techniques, and about like 40% of the whole time we would study sex and sex, fetishes and, what man likes in sex, what women likes in sex, for example. And apart from that, we would study, of course, like martial arts, the gun shooting, and like all the laws and all
the
that.
Psychological. So just give me something like, okay, here's something every guy like. Give me one of these like tricks.
Point and laugh.
Right.
Point and laugh.
Point and laugh. Don't knock
say
me down.
that's cute.
Right. What is that?
No, but one is always have them always wanting more. Right. Isn't that key?
Well, the number one, of course, when a woman's stroking his ego. So when the woman gives the right compliments and tells him, "Oh, you're so great, you're the best, you're doing this amazing, I just adore you," blah, blah, blah. All these things which men love to hear. And of course, when a woman does it and says it through after like the ejaculation or like during sex. So this is one of the anchoring technique when the woman puts the right word during the sex, and then the male partner would be kind of like anchored on that word. And then whenever he feels like down or she wants something from him, she can tell him or like whisper in his ear the same word, like, "You're the best. You're my tiger. You can do it."
Code words. Yeah. Like it's almost like a little snack treat.
I always hear, "What are you doing?"
Well, you should try it. Maybe you'll like it one day.
What are you doing?
I mean, that works both ways, so that's not exclusive to men.
Yeah.
I mean, women like to be complimented.
Yes.
Well, women, yes, of course, but why not men? Men also like to be complimented.
That's
but
right.
It's the right compliments as well. Not like, "Oh, you have such a good like shoes," That would be great for a woman. Men more are about what they achieved in life.
Right.
What they've done in life, about their intelligence and all that. So this is what men prefer to hear.
Did you ever meet Putin?
Nope.
No.
I don't believe you.
Are you disappointed?
No, I don't know if I believe you.
Yeah.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Well,
you have to interrogate.
Yes. The rule number one, you don't trust anyone.
Right.
This is according to the
rule number one.
Don't trust anyone. That's how I live my life.
How long? What's the longest? Because I'm guessing, the drug smugglers, those people, easier to crack and get info from. And then when you get into higher military intelligence people, a lot longer. What's the longest it took you to crack somebody and get the information that you were looking for?
So it took me with the biggest target, I would say, who was a high-ranking officer. It took me a year to make him to fall in love and to be obsessed. And eventually he proposed me. Yeah.
Wow.
What was the fastest you ever got somebody to crack?
Like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We were like, "What do you want to know? What can we do for you?"
Exactly. Right.
Well, it's much more interesting, it's never like very direct. Direct, it is a manipulation. Nobody likes manipulation. Everybody likes to play. So we used to create like this beautiful entourage. So our target would feel like he's in a dream world, and then we would create this seductive atmosphere. And then it's just like a playful game, and then you want more and more and more, and then you become obsessed. It's like a drug.
What's the weirdest thing you had to do?
the weirdest in sex or the weirdest like just during my whole.
What do you think we're asking?
Yep.
Let me ask you.
Keeping in mind 3 guys and pigs,
intelligence officer.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing I would say to participate different types of orgies.
Oh.
That doesn't appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
Unless it's all women and me.
Right, exactly.
I just don't want any other.
Yeah, I don't want any competition.
I don't want any male genitalia in my face.
Yeah, I'm pretty good that way.
Like, I don't want to be, doing something and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what was that just rubbed up against me?
I don't even go into lockers.
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
Well, imagine you as being a teacher and then another 10 female agents practicing on you.
Wow. Yeah. See, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, some homework.
Yeah. Yeah, you said there was a specific class in your training. We're talking to a former Russian sex spy who has a podcast that's called To Die For, and we're linked up on the radio station website.
Yep.
You talked about there was a section of your training that covered fetishes.
Well, I do say about not so many, but it's the whole thing about how, I describe everything about this program. What did you study? What I did? How did I use these techniques on different targets? So it's very interesting. It's a lot of things, Neil Strauss, who basically, he was a very well-known writer, and he also produced this podcast. In the beginning, we thought it would be just an entertainment story. But then we went so deep, and it was just really traumatic experience because I did realize myself a lot of things, and I didn't want to, open my eyes on many things. And I just understood that I've been myself sex trafficked by the government, and I had to do certain things which I thought for saving lives. But in fact, they just used me. And after many years, I came to this realization, which is it's hard to sleep at night thinking about that. So I got really, traumatic experience, I would say. It does help me in life in terms of my skills, not just sexual, but any other skills. I can read people easily, scan anyone, understand what's going on.
It also sounds like you have your guard up, though. It's never trust anyone. Your number one rule. Right. I mean, that's a tough way to go through life.
Well, this is the rule which we learn in the school. And then, when you've been brainwashed every day like that, I mean, it's not that easy to go into civilian world and live different life,
Right. Well, we got to have you back because I have a lot more questions, and I have some ideas for you, by the way. And they're free.
You may want to get a pen.
They're free. And
what kind of ideas?
Yeah. They're great ideas for your podcast. Right. I think you do another side series.
Yes.
And it's just training. It's not talking about your life as this.
Right.
That's a whole nother deal.
Uh-huh. Right.
It's just training.
Right. Like a series of books.
It's like a series.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
How to, let's say.
Exactly.
It's you.
Right.
How to.
Right.
Yes, and it's all pay. You got to pay.
Yeah, for the DIY.
Yeah, this isn't free.
Yes.
Now, I'm telling you, it's a thing. All right, I'm going to let you go now.
Yes.
So.
Wait, do you have metal teeth?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Wait,
Dan, hold on. Dan has a question.
Do you have a special skill like metal teeth or throwing a hat that has a razor blade in it? Or is that...
No.
Oh,
we just use the gun. It's easy and faster.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
See the guy come out with all the skills
sword,
like pop, good night.
Done.
Yeah, much easier.
Yep,
See?
much
Well said. Aliia Roza, thank you for coming on, and thanks for, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for hating America.
Don't kill us.
She loves it now.
Yeah, no, but now she lives here.
I
she's
love
okay.
America.
Now she's on our side.
See,
now.
doing the good.
Okay.
I am on your side, guys. I wouldn't share all these things if I wouldn't be on your side. Of course, I'm on the side of America.
Okay,
Can we trust you? Just kidding.
Rule number one.
All right, we're getting you back. We're going to talk to you. There'll be a part 2 of this interview.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye. Stupid parents let their kids watch ducks get slaughtered. Comedian Dan Brown in studio. Good morning, sir.
Hey.
Good morning.
A bear gobbled up ducklings at a zoo in front of horrified children.
Oh, my God. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, because the whole thing is actually being filmed by one of the parents with these kids. It's like one of those zoos.
Oh, so they're at the zoo?
Yeah, you know how you get, sometimes the zoo have like, there's like water and you're kind of like below the water level.
Yeah, you're under the tank.
Like the polar bears and things like that. Well, there's one of those type of things, and I guess a mother duck and her baby ducks decided, it's a good place to hang out, and they landed in the water over there. So mama and little ducks were all like, right? A bear,
like ducks sound.
It was the bear enclosure. The bear's like, whoa, dinner just arrived. So the bear turns around, jumps in the water, goes swim after the ducks, and then proceeds to start.
Seems weird to have ducks being able to go into the bear.
Yeah, they weren't part of that. They weren't part of the. They just, I guess, there's airspace, and they just.
Okay, I get it. I thought they were in the zoo.
No,
sharing a space.
Nope.
Got it.
They just happen to land. Bad idea.
Like, this seems like a nice place to get some water.
Bad idea. Exactly right. And they landed in there, and they're floating around there, and that's when the bear said, "Yummy, lunch just arrived," and proceeded to start eating the baby ducks right in front of all the kids.
Didn't like the third or fourth baby duck say, "This is probably not a good place to stand"?
Yes.
They just stood there?
They were in the water. They're all bobbing in the water. That bear went into the water for them. He swam to them.
They probably couldn't fly.
Oh, where? Okay.
They got there somehow.
Somehow this happened.
Yeah, they weren't delivered by DoorDash.
There must be an area, but if we're vantage point is from below the tank, there must be an upper area where you could walk around. They must have jumped down into the water.
There's an upper area, yeah. There's airspace.
So they probably weren't flying. They were probably just walking.
I don't know. Somehow they ended in the water.
Somehow they ended up in the water, but they didn't move.
Right.
Yeah.
They were like little
like
ducklings.
The fifth one is the duck. Like, all right, where'd the other four go?
Right. Wait a minute.
This doesn't seem like a good place to be.
Marco.
There's just a polar bear with a duck mask behind them.
Marco.
All right, so this audio.
This is taken from one of the parents when the bear comes in. The bear's name is Juniper or something like that.
Okay.
Because everybody's like yelling at the bear.
All right.
Hey, man. Oh, no. Okay, we can't watch this. Hey, buddy. Can you leave him alone? Can we not? Hey, Juniper.
Oh, no.
Can you leave them alone? Yeah, the bears will listen to you right now. I got free duck lunch over here.
Don't go there.
Right. Hey, buddy. Can you leave them alone? Right. It's like, screw you. I got lunch. Why are you
This
here?
is what you signed up for. You wanted to see nature, and you're watching nature.
That's what nature is. Yeah,
this is the horrible reality of nature. Things eat one another.
Exactly.
There's a whole food chain.
Big hungry bear, little tasty duck, done.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry to hear it, sorry to see it, but it happened.
So who's the dumbass in the story? The duck's mom? The duckling's mom?
Wasn't exactly very smart.
Or the parents?
I would say the parents
watching the kids.
The parents were still filming the whole thing.
Right, not moving the kids.
The kids going, The kids are freaking out. They're like, buddy, hey, Juniper, that bad.
You shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't do that.
Hey, stop that big guy.
Right.
I wonder how many times that duck flew through Connecticut and decided to stop here one day. What's the worst could happen? It's not like there are polar bears in Connecticut, and she just happens to land in this one spot.
Right. And this is like some kind of like a grizzly type bear. It was like a brown bear. It wasn't like a polar bear.
All right. So this happened in Seattle.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
This explains why people are,
oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, don't do that.
A lot of bong hits. Yep.
Jim in Manchester.
Yeah, I guess that's a really sad story. Apparently, the bear abducted them.
Oh, nice.
That one went right over my head like a flying duck.
Yep.
They were abducted.
Abducted.
Oh, that's good.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Right. That's crazy.
Jay in Milford.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
This story reminds me several years ago, there was like a baby seal or a young seal. I think it was like Nova Scotia or something. And it was injured. So the town brought it in. They brought it back to health and everything. So they were going to release it back into the wild, into the ocean. The school.
He's being eaten by a bear.
I remember there was a promo for Shark Week where they did that, where they took a rescued seal and they let it back into the water and the freaking shark took it.
that was a promo. After all that work,
exactly.
After all the rehab,
all those hours. Yep. Yeah, that was a promo for Shark Week. But that was also
go swim. You're back in. Oh,
right.
Man.
Damn it!
All right, take it, Jay. Brian on the road.
Yeah, when you played that video at the audio at the beginning, are they saying Marco? Because that's what it sounded like to me.
It did sound like Marco. It really did.
Can we play it again?
Yeah.
I hear uh-oh.
Okay. I heard Marco also. Marco, boom!
But as a creature that lives in the wild and, you're on the food chain for other things, you should be more aware.
Seriously.
I know as humans, we haven't been hunted to be eaten in a long time.
And continue, hopefully, for a while.
And by the way, who wins the marathons over here? It's the people from the countries who,
right.
If you're walking around, like you might be eaten by a lion.
That's why they run everywhere.
You get very fast.
Right. They're also very skinny.
And you're very aware of what's around you.
They're very bony and not very edible.
Juniper.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Brian. Okay, Stump the Chumps. Neil Patrick Harris. How I Met Your Mother trivia. 203-882-9757. Stump us and get in the running to win Neil Young and Crazy Horse tickets. think traffic is still a nightmare. 95 is still closed.
Yes, it is.
Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. I just got a text from Justin at Briggs Tire in Norwalk.
Yeah.
Of a video. I got to ask him if he recorded this and he gives me permission, we'll post it.
Right.
Pretty dramatic. Massive flames.
Yeah.
There was a accident between a car and a truck carrying fuel, we think gas, and luckily no injuries. But, man, it just closed both directions. 95 during morning commute, still closed, still a nightmare. So good luck. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. It's Stump the Chumps. We're doing Neil Patrick Harris. Get it? Neil Young, Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris, How I Met Your Mother trivia for Neil Young and Crazy Horse tickets, 203-882-9757. Joe the Barber.
What is Barney's perfect week?
Perfect week. Having sex every day.
I mean, that
might be it.
Yeah. Something about a suit.
Oh,
He gets a
well,
new suit, I imagine. He loves suits.
Okay, what is your answer?
I know he's a hound. He's a horn dog.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with sex every day.
Oh, you got it right. 7 women and 7 nights.
Nice.
Have a good one, buddy.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yay! I got it right. Yay!
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 Nice job.
Hello. Turn your radio down,
Hello.
please.
Hey, sex every night. One lady night a week.
One lady night a week?
Yes, perfect week. 7 women, 1 for each night.
You're supposed to ask us the questions.
And I tell us the answer.
Yeah, well, thanks for the backup, but we handled it. We got ourselves out of it.
Appreciate it, though.
Thanks
Thank
to AJ.
Thank you.
Did you have a question or no?
Oh, yeah, I have a question. How are you guys so awesome? I was answering the Barney question.
You know, I was asking my wife that last night. How am I so awesome?
I asked myself that.
She just laughed and laughed and laughed.
It made her laugh quite a while.
She figured that out 20 years ago.
That's right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Scott in the truck.
Yeah, what is Barney's brother's name? Played by Wayne Brady.
Oh,
that's right.
Oh,
he's in like a bunch of episodes too. I should know.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, good. I want to go to this concert.
Barney. Let's see. Could it be Brad? Maybe. I don't know. Can't think of what the.
Got an answer?
No.
What's the answer?
James.
James.
You are in the running.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice job.
Look at you.
Good
Nice
question.
job.
Look at you in the running.
All right.
All right. Has your
Okay.
life been affected by this 95 closure?
Not today.
Great. Cool. Thank you. Jack in Norwalk.
Okay, good morning.
Morning.
What life size action figure does Barney have in his apartment?
Stormtrooper.
Yes.
You got it. Good job.
Jack in Norwalk. Are you in Norwalk, and what's traffic like there?
No, I got a buddy that lives like a mile from there, and he was like, smoke was going by him.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
Damn.
All right, yeah, it's horrible.
All right. Thank you, Jack. Jeff in New Haven.
Good morning. What was Barney's salary?
Salary.
That's usually the sign we don't know when we repeat it back to you. Oh, the salary.
The salary. Right. Salary.
I just remember him lying about it all the time.
Right.
Come on.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't established.
Come on.
It was a big lie.
Are you looking for the real salary or what he would say?
No, it's the real salary.
Real salary.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Couldn't tell you.
1.17 million.
Really? Damn.
That was his real salary?
Damn.
That's not on the show. That's what his character.
No, that was his character's salary
What
on
Barney
the show.
made, yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
That's pretty wild.
Interesting.
All right. Thank you. Listen how sad we all sound right now.
Seriously. I'm like, damn it, man. What does he do?
I felt good going into this, and now I'm like, man, I don't know
I
anything
want to
about
jump out
this.
that window over here.
EJ.
Hey.
Hey.
Who does Barney think his father is that his mother tells him who he is?
Bob Barker.
Ah, you got it.
Nice.
Do that one.
Joe the Barber's back.
Uh-oh.
Yes. What did Barney have in his apartment? That was a figure standing. I'll give you that.
We just answered that already.
Yeah, it's a stormtrooper.
Oh, bye.
Would have listened earlier.
Ploof. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Gordon.
Yes, Gordon Ploof from Naugatuck.
Hey, Gordon.
I like that last name.
Hey.
Ploof.
Mr. Ploof.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah. So what is the name of the bank that Barney works at?
A bank that Barney works at.
Damn it. And then he hires Marshall over there.
What do you do
Tortures
for a
him.
living, Ploof?
Ride the horse.
I've learned a landscaping business.
That's cool. Ploof the landscaper.
Nice, right? You've been ploofed.
Ploof landscaping.
It's like Titan or something like that.
Titan.
No, it's longer.
You want the answer?
No,
Long Titan.
no. It's something National Bank. I can see like it. I think it's a. Is it a B? I can see like BNB or something. They have like ATMs everywhere.
Wow.
Behemoth. It's something big. It's something big.
Behemoth sounds good.
That's Behemoth.
I don't know. I feel like that's wrong. I would be so mad when you say
Goliath.
it. Yeah.
Damn it, Behemoth, Goliath. Damn it. Good try, Phil.
You're in.
Yeah, look at that.
You're in the running.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know who this is. You're on the air. What's your question?
Hey, who kept the blue French horn after the show ended?
Who kept the blue French horn at the
That's well, it better be Neil Patrick Harris.
Well, the last scene is Ted kept it and he goes to give it to Robin again.
But it's Neil Patrick Harris. How I Met Your Mother trivia.
Right, not blue horns.
What's the answer?
It says Josh Radnor, Ted.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you mean
Ted
the
kept it,
actor
and
that
then
played
went to-
him kept it.
Yeah, so Phil answered it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging up on you.
We have the powers of buttons. Push the button. Push the button.
Joe and Danbury.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, what famous person do you go to high school with?
Did Neil Patrick Harris go to high school with?
Yeah.
On the show. On the show.
Barney.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
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 Famous person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We give up.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Neat.
All right, you are in the running.
Cool.
Thank you. How many people got in?
I think
Quite a few.
three or four?
That's not bad.
Four.
Yeah, not
Four
bad.
maybe.
Okay.
you for listening. Thank you for calling Chaz and AJ in the morning. 99.1 PLR, 95.9 The Fox. Final thoughts, AJ.
Everybody get home safe.
Dan Brown.
Don't make love to moose and squirrel. And check me out tonight at Comics Roadhouse in Mohegan Sun at 10 p.m.
Nice. Ruth.
I'm going to check out that band, the Rolling Stones. They sound really good.
I hear they have some good songs.
Yeah.
Phil.
Chaz and AJ, McDermott Chevrolet and Lexus of New Haven, Flubble of the Day.
You should have practice on your colleagues and male teachers.
Oh. You know how much money you can make off of these tapes of the instruction sessions?
Just the story alone.
What was the flubble there?
Instruction suctions?
Was that her?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I might call a foul here. See, now there you got me, but that one wasn't. Screw it.
No, hold on. Let's review it.
Yeah, go ahead. You know how much money you can make off of these tapes of the instruction sessions? Instruction sessions.
Suctions.
Well, was I wrong?
No, they're both correct.
Yes.
Flip the words around.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, AJ, when that Russian spy lady is on, this shit is rocking, so don't come a knocking.
Gotcha.
Anyways, hi, Ruth.
Chaz and AJ.
Never saying minor injuries, Chaz. Anyway, hi, Ruth.
Thank you for the update.
Hi, Al. Thanks for the update.
Love your updates.
I've been watching it while I was listening to you guys.
The shed report.
All right, very good. Yeah, he's got the TV on in the shed.
Right, the shed report.
Yeah, live from the shed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I usually turn the volume up when you guys go to break.
Because I got to tell you, when I heard no injuries, I thought, how do you flip a truck and not feel it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Lamont was on TV. He was just saying minor injuries.
Okay. Was he talking about his backyard? Okay.
Yeah.
Those are
Hi, Ruth.
Hi again.
That was a sign off.
Chaz and AJ.
I'm still laughing at AJ saying his head is like a pickle. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was yesterday.
But thank you.
Chaz and AJ.
Happy New Year. Hi, Ruth.
I think you said your brain is like a pickle.
Yes. No. It's like, you can mention all these various things like a pickle. My brain's like a pickle, yes. Because it's sitting in brine. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Chaz and AJ.
Marco.
Paulo!
Chaz and AJ.
I forgot. How do you say thank you in Spanish, Chaz?
Tu mama.
Up your ass.
Tu mama.
Chaz and AJ.
Pony Bird, Harbor Freight is great. Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, AJ, come out to the shed this weekend. I got a jar of pickles.
Nice.
Hey, Jay.
Chaz and AJ.
I thank God that my commute is only 3 blocks. Woo.
Not going to happen 3 blocks.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, guys. Kurt Hart sucks. Anyway. Hi, Kurt.
Joe Biden.